Hey there, little buddies. I want to be your podcast friend.
That's right. We're happy that you're with
I'd
us.
like to live in your ear for the next hour.
Next or so.
And caress your cerebellum with our seductive pod fingers. We're engaged in magic right now, Darin. Magic. Right now, we are speaking to persons in the future who are listening.
Your cerebellum. Or cerebellum.
Easy for you to say.
She was huge back in the 90s. Remember cerebellum?
Yeah, and then she changed her name to a symbol.
Oh, she was gorgeous, too. She had that one hit, hey, look at my dog.
Hey, we're the cerebellums. Mrs. Bellum.
If you're nasty.
Hi, I'm your announcer, Dave Lay. Mike and Darin are on a spiritual adventure, discovering paths to inner peace and learning the ways of the Force. While they're out, they put me in charge. They said, Dave, give the fans what they want. So enough of the chit-chat. Grab a cold drink and park your butt in a comfy chair. Here are the best moments from Irritable Dad Syndrome, Volume 6. Time now for the Popeyes Story of the Week.
Last week, Libby and I went to a Popeyes. Have you been to Popeyes?
I've been to Popeyes. I've been through the Popeyes drive-thru.
Okay, Popeyes has really good chicken.
You got to have your together when you go through the drive-thru. You got to know exactly what you want and order it and get out of there.
Yes, because you got to know if you want the mild, if you want the spicy, do you want the 3-piece, the 4-piece, do you want the? They got the spicy sandwich. They got the regular sandwich. Now you can get the sandwich with bacon on it. I don't recommend that. It's not really good bacon. It may be at check local listings. It may be at your Popeyes.
Yeah.
So we go to Popeyes, and Libby and I both order a chicken sandwich. Okay. Now, you didn't ask. I still prefer the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I think Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich is the bomb.
Okay.
We ordered our chicken, and Libby's like, I'm craving something sweet. And I said, yeah. And so I went up and I ordered 2 strawberry pies. Now, the guy who's working the counter, I think, started a half hour before we got there. Not like his shift. His employment started. Saying he knew nothing about the place is an understatement.
Okay.
So, and I don't know why they let him have the register by himself. The best thing I can say about the guy, he was really nice. So I said, I'd like to have 2 strawberry pies. And he says, okay. So he's looking.
We can do this. We can work together.
This is what we trained.
We're going to make it happen.
This is what we trained for.
Yeah.
So he's looking at the register and he says,
there should be a picture of a strawberry or a pink pie.
Okay. I mean, I wish I had $1 for every time he said, and I wish I had $0.25 for every time he said, okay. Okay. Here. Oh. No. And he's like, okay, that's pie. Is that the apple pie? Is that different than well, I mean, I know it's different than the strawberry pie. Okay. And then he turns around and looks at this nice lady who works there, and he turns and he looks at her and he pauses. And then he says to himself, I don't remember her name. Looks back at the register.
He said that out loud.
He says, I don't remember her name.
Okay.
And then he goes, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Apple pie or strawberry pie.
Yeah.
And then 2. Okay. And he says, that'll be
$53.
That'll be $4.60. I'm like, okay. So I pay him. And he's, okay, that's a credit card.
Oh.
Do you want your receipt? Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, receipt. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. He goes in the back and he's looking
for the strawberry
and
pies.
He's looking and he looks some more and he realizes that they don't have any strawberry pies. There aren't any strawberry pies on the rack. And he says, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I see him go back into the freezer. And the door closes, and I wait.
Wait, is he stuck in the freezer now?
No, that'd be great, though. For the purpose of the story, yes. They had to unlock it. No. He comes out, and he gets the pies, and he puts them into the thing, right? Into the
pie holder.
The deep fryer. The deep fryer. He puts it into the deep fryer, and then he comes and tells me, okay, that'll be like about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And I'm thinking, usually someone says, we can absolutely get you 2 strawberry pies, but we have to put them in the deep fryer, and it will be a 10-minute wait. Do you mind?
Yeah,
That's how that normally goes.
Yeah.
But you're all in at this point.
I've
already devoted
Yes.
a half hour to my life. It felt like a half hour.
You and him are in this together.
I've already paid for it. But what am I going to do? I thought if I ask for my money back,
No,
by the time I get it, the pies will be ready and cold.
So you have in this situation you have 2 options.
Yeah.
One is to wait with him for the strawberry pies and take them with you.
Right.
The other is to cut ties, leave, change your name, move.
That's right.
You're done.
I said that will be fine because I felt bad for him. He was trying so hard. And again, I'm convinced it had to have been. He had to have been his first day.
He probably thought, who's going to come in here and order a strawberry pie, much less 2?
Especially on a Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah. So I go back, and Libby's like, what happened? I'm explaining it to her.
What happened?
Hey, what happened? And it was like 12, 13 minutes later. I'm like, oh my God, where am I? I go up, and he's like, your pies are ready. Your pies are ready. Uh-huh. And he brings them to me. And he said, be careful. They're hot.
Yeah. Are they like the McDonald's pies?
They're like
the McDonald's
they're like the old McDonald's apple pies.
Okay.
He says, but
I was thinking like a pie.
No. They're like the one serving. It was strawberry and cream cheese.
Okay.
And they're really good.
Yeah.
And he's like, be careful. They're hot. I'm like, well, I would hope so. You just got them right out of the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had our pies, and it was delicious. And good luck to him.
In his future employment.
One of these days I'm going to go in and his face is going to be on the wall.
Employee of the month. Yeah.
That's what my hope is for him, because he kept his cool, right? And he figured it out.
He got your pies.
He got me my pie.
Yeah.
It took a little bit longer than expected. But even if he had done it in the order that he was supposed to, I still would have waited almost the same amount of time for my pie.
I mean, it's pie.
Yeah, right. And the deal is, Libby and I, we didn't have anywhere else to go, and it's fodder for the podcast.
Yeah.
This has been the Popeyes Story of the Week.
A Kroger story addendum, and this happened a long time ago, and I don't know why I didn't talk about it.
Okay.
Addendum. I like crinkle-cut fries.
I love crinkle-cut fries.
And I always get the crinkle-cut fries. And I was standing in front of the potato section, the frozen potato section, which is where they keep the crinkle-cut fries.
That's right.
And
the tots.
And they have the tots.
There's tater tots and tater rounds.
And they have the steak fries, which if you go to a high-end steak place, they never give you steak fries. It was only at Ponderosa. But I digress.
I love those
But I'm
steak
waiting.
fries at
This
Ponderosa.
lady was getting whatever potato she needed, and I'm waiting for her to get out of the way so I could get my crinkle-cut fries, the big 5-pounder. Right? I don't around.
That was also my nickname in high school.
And she gets her au gratin stuff, whatever the hell, and she gets out of my way, and I open it up, and I get the crinkle-cut fries.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling them out, and she says, "Ooh, do you like the crinkle-cut better?" And I said, "I'm getting them." I mean, isn't it obvious that I prefer the crinkle-cut fries? I'm selecting them, and all the potatoes are available to me.
What are you looking at?
No, I hate these. That's why I'm buying them. I'm a masochist.
You know what? I'm just trying something new this week.
I just looked over and I said, "Yes, I like the crinkle-cut." And she said, "Are they better?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "For my purposes, they are." And she just...
What other purpose?
I don't
do you
know.
have?
But what the hell kind of question is that? I'm getting the crinkle-cut fries because I like the crinkle-cut fries. I don't just walk in and randomly pick.
Yeah.
I get the crinkle-cut fries because I like them. I prefer them. In my opinion, they're better. Your mileage may vary. You might like tots. You might like the steak fries. I don't know what weird you're into.
You know what I would have done? I would have said, I like the waffle fries, but my wife always wants the crinkle cut. And I'm like, every single time, I'm like, can we not get the crinkle cut? And she's like, get the crinkle cut. And I'm like, every time with her, every time I go to the store, she tells me to get these, and I don't like them. And you know what? And we didn't even want to live here. But, we've got to move to Ohio. So what do? I changed my job.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like, all my friends, I don't have any friends up here.
Yeah.
Okay, they all live in Tennessee.
Right.
But no, let's move up to Ohio so that you can work up here. And and we'll get your crinkle cut fries, and we'll get your favorite ice cream, and we'll get your diet root beer.
Yeah.
And then you keep doing that until the lady walks away.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
I'm ready for that conversation when I'm getting my Tillamook ice cream.
Right.
I see people buying ice cream all the time. They're buying their weird ice creams. They're getting the Breyer, but not the good Breyer. They're getting the tub. The tub of, like, the big plastic tub that you buy for your kid when they're having a party with, like, a bunch of people. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
The big, and it says vanilla ice.
They
can't call it ice cream. They call it vanilla frozen product or something on the side.
Because it's actually not ice cream.
Look, I have a long standing relationship with ice cream.
Okay, I was worried where you were going.
I know ice cream.
Oh,
right? You asked my opinion on ice cream.
What's
I'm going
your
to give
opinion
you
on ice cream,
on
Mike?
Tillamook is among the best ice cream you can get.
But you got to take a loan out for it, though.
It's awesome. And I'm always waiting for somebody. I'll reach in to get the Tillamook, and I'm waiting for a similar lady to say, "Oh, you like the Tillamook?" To which I'll say, "Yes, it's the best ice cream here. Get your Haagen-Dazs and your." You know, I'll say this. I'm not a Grater's fan. I don't like Grater's ice cream.
Yeah.
Every time we've gone to Grater's, I'm like, I'm going to try a different flavor, whatever. I just don't like the way they make it. I don't like the name. I don't like people who like it. I don't like the store. I don't like that they sell gummies in the line when you're buying ice cream. What the are you? You're an ice cream store, and I've got a kid that would always get the gummies and not get the ice cream. I hate everything about Grater's.
That's right.
Tillamook.
Okay.
Is where it's at.
Okay.
I'm very opinionated on Tillamook.
You're opinionated on everything.
No one ever asks me my opinion on Tillamook. But when it comes to crinkle-cut fries...
Do you like
She
those?
looked right past the fact that I'm selecting Ore-Ida out of all the other brands there. Did you know that cornflakes was invented to combat sexual immorality?
I did not know that.
Look it up.
Okay.
The dude that invented it wanted to make a cereal that was so bland that people would stop.
I don't feel like no more.
Yes. I thought that entire story. It's a cereal box has a giant on the front of it. They need to take that off and just put that story word for word about that guy.
It's so bland it will take away your desire to.
I was fitty when I learned that.
So inappropriate, Darin. So inappropriate. Well, I've mentioned before, I want to be in the boardroom. When they had the meeting, they're like, look, we're going to take some corn. Okay, we're going to grind it up, and then we're going to flatten it into flakes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to coat it with sugar on both sides.
Right.
Okay, and then we're going to put it in a box with a tiger on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to call it Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
What's Tony the Tiger? How did Tony the Tiger become the mascot for Frosted Flakes of corn?
Because
tigers love eating corn?
Everybody quit. And they had to put a tiger on the thing and put sugar on it. Learning that fact.
Y'all quit pressing out the tiger.
That's right. Learning that fact revolutionized cereal. Now cereal is like, you know, when they went into the pyramids for the first time, they saw all the hieroglyphics and the history of thousands of years. That's what the cereal aisle is to me now. It's like cornflakes is always down at the end with grape nuts, right? The two cereals that are supposed to stop you from.
What? Why is it grape nuts? There's no grapes. There's no nuts.
Then you go to Corn Pops. It's always down there with them.
That'll make you want to.
Yeah. And then Captain Crunch says, you know what? He just comes in. The most horrible cereal for you comes in right after Corn Pops. Go look at Kroger. It's lit up this way. And you go all the way down to the other end. That's where your Lucky Charms, your Fruit Loops, your Fruity Pebbles, all those communist cereals are down there.
I swear to God, the next time I go, I'm going to have to get a big box of Fruit Loops. We always get one on vacation. I don't know why we reserve that right to do on vacation, but it's like, we're on vacation. We're on vacation. Let's go crazy. Let's smear blood all over our bodies and eat Fruit Loops.
Or go to Walmart and get a pillow bag of Fruit-O's. Or Fruity Scabs, whatever Fruity Pebbles are called.
What did Kevin Rupert call it when he was on our show? I can't. Fruit-O's.
Fruit-O's. Fruity Rings.
I think it is called Fruit Rings. At the beginning of the show, I mentioned that there's something that Mike says that I started saying that my wife now says, and my wife repeated it to your wife, Bess.
At their little book club.
Their quote book club. I know
when a book club meeting is coming up because Bess will lock herself in the bedroom and read for like 3 days straight. I got to get caught up. Here's a fun fact.
God forbid somebody find out you're not reading the book.
Well, here's a fun fact.
What's that?
She probably doesn't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it. She was not that into this latest book.
Oh.
And she's the one that picked it. And she felt horrible. She's like, it's just not that good.
Yeah.
But I have to read it now.
I haven't heard what Libby thinks of said book, but I will ask. Anyway, so Mike was telling me that he has a habit of, like if Bess says, we need to go to the store, Mike will go, we need to go to the store. Durr! which really aggravates Bess. And she's like,
Pisses her right off.
Would you stop? Durr! Durr! So
I got the kids doing it now.
Yeah, last Tuesday, I'm driving home after recording this podcast, and I'm just talking to myself, durr, durr. And I walk in the house and I'm laughing. And Libby's like, did you have fun at Mike's? And I said, did you have fun at Mike's? Durr. To which she's like, what are you doing?
She's not gonna let you come over here anymore.
What are you doing, Derb? And I explained to her how Mike talks to Bess. And then I started doing it to Libby. And now Libby will be at home, and Jacob comes downstairs and says, Mom, do we have any more pancakes? Do we have more pancakes? Derb! Derb! So before the girls went and had their book club, I told Libby, I said, ask Bess to say anything and then repeat that, and I can't wait to hear the response. And so Libby did. She says, Bess, I need you to say something. She says, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, Derb?
How'd that go over?
Bess said, quote, I can't stand when he does that. To which Libby says, I can't stand when he does it.
Well,
so
okay.
So you
have
rubbed off on me. Hello.
Yep.
I rubbed it off onto Libby, and now she's trying to rub it off back onto Bess.
Here's the deal.
Derp.
Here's why I don't feel bad about that. Because Bess stole the just put it anywhere. Just put that anywhere. She started to use that on me.
Yeah.
So I needed a thing. I needed a new thing. She'd be like, are you going to do the dishes? But, yeah, Charlie started to do it. She'll tell Charlie, put your dish in the sink. And it's just, it's not good. It's not a good thing that we've taught them, but it's too late to put the genie back in the bottle at this point.
I also, Cameron dropped something. I said, oh, just put that anywhere. And now he does that to me. I was pouring cereal and got some Honey Nut Cheerios on the floor. Oh, Dad, why don't you just put those anywhere? Why don't you put those anywhere? And that's what we're going to do at the home.
Yeah.
When we're, we're in the same home.
Oh,
Mr. Cox, have you had your medicine? Have you had your medicine, Burp?
I'm going to be in line for the pudding, and Gladys is going to say, you wait your turn. Wait your turn. And then Gladys is going to be shocked. She's going to drop her pudding. Just put that anywhere, Gladys. gonna be great.
Just put that in. I hope you're happy.
I am.
Not only have you made me more of an idiot, but you've also got my wife acting like you.
Oh, that gave me a headache. I have a headache now.
All right, Mike, I'm going to tell you something that happened over the weekend. I got a little bit frustrated with my wife. I'm going to explain exactly what happened, and I want to know from you if you think I should have gotten frustrated or not.
Oh, Jesus.
Because your opinion is what I value most in this world.
Okay.
We are raking leaves. Cameron is raking, and I've got the Leafinator 3000 strapped over my shoulder, and I'm mulching them up, and I'm putting them into bags. And Libby comes out to help. And I keep telling Libby she doesn't need to help. Cameron and I got that. She says, but I want to help. You guys are out here doing this all by yourself. I want to help. I'm like, but it's going to hurt your arthritis. She goes, I will stop when I start feeling bad.
Boy, I've heard that before.
It's like, okay. So she comes out.
I don't know what that
means.
And
I don't either.
Yeah.
She's raking and she's helping us out, and she's talking. And we're all having a pretty good time raking leaves. She goes in the house. And then she comes back, and she is wearing my Letterman hat. Okay, I have two David Letterman hats.
Nope.
This one that I'm wearing right here is, this is an audio podcast, but if you're a patron, you can see which one I'm talking about. It is gray, okay? It is gray. It is a faded gray hat. This hat used to be a very vibrant, a very bright navy blue. Okay, it used to be a bright blue hat. Okay, and I'm wearing that blue hat, and I'm out one day, and I get a little sweaty, and it left a sweat ring all around the rim of the hat, all around the seam, and then onto the bill of the hat, and I essentially ruined my good Letterman hat, because no matter how many times you try to wash one of those things,
it just doesn't.
The sweat,
it
won't come out. It just won't come out. So what did I do? I bought a new one.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have my new, it's practically new, blue Letterman hat that I only wear inside on
formal occasions.
Formal occasions like weddings and a bris.
That's a callback is what they call that. Oh.
A funeral.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm wearing my inside blue David Letterman Late Show hat.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here, I mean, I wear this to the pool, to the beach. I wear it when I cut the grass. I wear it when I dig ditches, when I clean the turlet.
Yeah.
I don't care. Anything. This one, the dingier it gets, the better.
The damage has been done.
This is my old school. I can do whatever the hell I want to this hat. But the blue one, And I said, honey, sweetie, pumpkin, dearest, love of my life, please don't wear my hat outside.
Yeah.
And she goes, what's the problem? I said, you're going to get the hat sweaty. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get the hat sweaty. I said, can you please just take the hat off? And she finally takes the hat off, and she says, Cameron, will you get me another hat? And Cameron went and got another hat, and then it was awkward or whatever. And boy, am I going to hear about it when Libby hears this portion of the podcast. Anyway.
Do you want my opinion?
Yes, I do.
My first thing that came to mind was, how dare you? How dare you take... But she knows what this hat means to you.
She knows that.
You bought a whole new hat because you yourself utilize the hat that is on your head now to the point where it has a nasty, disgusting sweat ring.
This thing has survived COVID, the plague,
and you want to have a nice one for formal occasions.
A flu.
And then she goes and she takes that hat as though it's hers, places it atop her dome, and decides to come out and try to do manual labor.
Yeah.
That's grounds right there. That's, you are...
Should I file papers?
I don't know that...
Should I seek representation?
I think you should seek representation and get get some opinions here. I have a similar story. Can I tell my similar story?
Sure.
This may shed some light on your situation.
Okay.
So
was this about the coffee mug?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No. The coffee mug is well established. It's in it's in my will and testament. I like the U2s.
I do.
Yeah. So, and I always buy a program. Now, these days you can order the program online, so you don't have to like carry it with you and get it all sweaty and nasty, or drop it in a puddle of beer or whatever.
Right.
So sometimes I do that, but when I have to, I will buy it at the place. We went to go see the Elevation Tour.
Okay.
You know the Elevation Tour for the All That You Can't Leave Behind album.
Can't Leave Behind.
Beautiful Day,
which was their best album.
The triumphant return, of the U2s.
My podcast too.
It is.
Yeah.
And I bought a program. Now, in the midst of this program, there were some sticker pages.
Oh, okay. Why are they stickers? Who's going to sticker them?
Yeah.
Not a sane person.
No.
No, God, please, no.
So,
No.
we get home from the show. Now, we're not married yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But it's on the horizon. And she asked, can I take one of the stickers from inside that program? And that's as far as she got.
What'd you say?
Before it must have been the look in my eye when I turned towards her, because she stopped and said, "What?" She said, "What? Are you going to use all the stickers?" And I said, "I'm going to use exactly none of these stickers." Are you out of your mind?
Defined use.
Yeah. This particular show we went to Philadelphia for. I was like, I went to Philadelphia for these stickers. I can't. Yeah. What could I possibly put these on?
Right.
No. What do you want to put a sticker on? She says, my car. It's like, this is not for your car.
No,
these are not car stickers.
Cars aren't forever.
And she got angry.
Oh.
Yeah. And I felt bad. But I still didn't let her use a sticker.
On our way down to North Carolina, Darin got in trouble with Johnny Law.
Oh.
I got pulled over for the first time, and I can't remember how long.
Yeah.
Where the boys are asleep in the back seat, and I had just taken over driving. Libby drove the first half, and I'm driving for 20 minutes, a half hour. And I'm driving, and I pass. There are two state troopers. This is in Tennessee.
Okay.
The volunteer state. There's two state troopers on the road. I pass them, and then one, flies out with his lights on. And I pulled over. I'm like, what happened? What's going on? I got my license out, and the boys woke up, and they're like, is Daddy going to prison? And Mom says he might.
He might.
It's possible.
Shawshank.
I might get Shawshanked right there.
Yeah.
Dude, I rolled down the window, and the state trooper comes up to my window, and he says, "Sir, the reason I'm pulling you over," usually they ask, "Do you know why I pulled you over?"
Yeah. And you're supposed to say, no, I've been doing everything perfectly.
I have no idea, right?
To give me an award for safe driving.
That's right.
That's why you pulled me over.
Because you wanted to wish me a happy Thanksgiving?
That's right.
Yeah. He said, the reason I'm pulling you over is because in Tennessee we have a move over law. When there is an emergency vehicle or police vehicle with their lights on, as ours were on, you need to move over.
Oh.
And you passed two police cars.
Yeah.
Our lights were on. And you did not move over. Do you realize that? He wasn't having it.
Okay.
He was not in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I said...
did you say you might be just a smidge up your own ass at this point, sir? Get in the sir, it's okay. You know? Can you climb down out?
You climb down out of my ass a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And by the way, if there are any police officers listening today, just disregard what Mike said, because the opinions expressed by Mike Odell do not necessarily represent those of Darin Cox.
Yes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I felt so stupid. It's like, did you see us there? Yes, I did. Did I blow right past thinking, screw them? I'm not moving over?
I didn't study my Tennessee law book before I got on the road here, you son of a...
I mean,
there were so many different...
The opinions expressed by Mike. So, I was thinking, okay, this is what I'm thinking in my head. The last time I was driving and I saw a police officer who had pulled somebody over, the police officer, and by the way, thank you if you're a police officer. You do very hard work, and I appreciate all that you do. Thank you. The police officer was standing at the side of the car issuing a ticket or a warning. I moved over. there was nobody standing outside of their vehicles.
Yeah.
There were no people standing next to the car, so I didn't move over. But it's like I wasn't speeding. I also wasn't hugging the side.
Yeah.
I didn't. Anyway, I said, I basically just acted as stupid as I could, which is how I sounded, because I didn't want to say I wasn't thinking, because then it's like, so you're operating a vehicle while you're not thinking? Because I learned a long time ago that anything you say to a police officer, they have a comeback. Why are you driving so fast? I'm running late for work.
Officer, I don't know if it's the alcohol or the acid.
These mushrooms got me jittery.
I just really didn't see you there.
But no, one time a police officer pulled me over and asked why I was speeding. I said I was late for work. Do they pay you enough money to afford speeding tickets all the time?
Oh.
No, sir, they don't. No. So I told him, I said, I didn't realize that was a thing. We're driving down. We're from Ohio. And then he said, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a move over law in Ohio, too. Did you know that?
Oh.
I am a cop, and you will respect my authority.
Okay, and then he takes my license and he goes back to the car, to which Libby looks at me and goes, what is he, 11? He looks like he's 11 years old.
He sounds like it, too.
He just was not in a good mood. And, the last time I got a speeding ticket, the female police officer who pulled me over, she could not have been nicer. She was just in a great mood. And she says, I'm sorry to pull you over. You were speeding. And you need to watch your speed limit, and I'm going to have to give you a ticket. And I was like, okay. And that's the deal. And he comes back, and anyway, he gives me back my license, and he said, all right, I'm going to give you a warning. You need to do better.
Okay.
And he, before I could say sorry again, thank you, and he was gone.
Yeah.
You need to do better. And he was out of there. So,
was it a state trooper?
It was a state trooper.
Oh, they don't mess around.
It was a state trooper, yeah. So, and I'm not going to... Afterwards, while we were legally parked and out of our vehicle, while we were having lunch, we had a lot of... a big discussion family-wise of things you do not say to a state trooper, and I'm not going to repeat them.
Right.
You know what? I might record it and then issue that to our patrons.
Yeah.
But
did he have the hat?
He did.
The flat-brimmed hat?
He did. He had what did the Ranger on Yogi Bear, that type of hat. Yeah. He was wearing one of those hats. Yeah. He wasn't having it. He was not in a good mood. Mm. And again, I apologize. And if there are any state troopers or police officers or rescue workers or any type of people out there, I will do better. And the next time I'm driving, if I see an emergency vehicle on the side of the road, I will move over. And I'm sorry that I did not. I understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Yeah, I get it.
What he meant and why he was so forceful and adamant about it. I get it. And boy, he wasn't having it. He was not a fan of me.
The guy.
I wanted to say, hey, is it okay if I talk about this on Irritable Dad Syndrome podcast, sir?
The guy that pulled me over near Athens, was it last year? Maybe a year ago? I forget when it was. He seemed kind of surprised and happy, like that I pulled over. He didn't. He wasn't
happy?
upset.
I can't believe you actually pulled over.
It's almost like you pulled me over. And he was like coming up and was like, just how fast you were going back there? And I'm like, no, dude, how fast was I going? That's about 70 in a 35 or whatever it was. And oh, wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. I'm going to give you a ticket. And then our relationship went downhill.
Yeah. No, that female police officer who pulled me over, I was speeding. I was on my way to Dayton. And she did. She asked me, do you know how fast you were going? And I said, I assume I was going too fast. Yep, you were going too fast. Yeah. And she says, I'm going to need to see your license. I showed it to her. She says, all right, no, hang on. No, I'll be back. And she comes back and she says, yeah, you were going too fast, but it's kind of cold. I don't feel like writing no tickets today. Oh. I don't feel like writing no tickets today. But hang on, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to write you up a warning. I said, okay. And she went back to her car, comes back again. I don't have any warning tickets.
Okay. You should have told her to do better.
She says, but I'm still giving you a warning. Okay. I said, okay. Right. She goes, you be safe. I'm like, thank you. Yeah. She says, all right, have a great day. I'm like, you too.
So go ahead. No,
go ahead.
A perfect response when he told you to do better You should have said, "Okay, do better." They love that. They get a kick out of that.
You know what? The other day,
I'm not again having those on up there. They kind of.
The other day, I'm in the kitchen. I'm drinking coffee, and Libby did something, and I had to spit my coffee onto the sink, and it was shot out my nose. Coffee shot out my nose, and then she was laughing so hard. She's like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "You're not sorry. You're laughing too hard to be sorry."
Oh
my God! Have you ever had coffee shoot out your nose?
No, but I've had
Burns a little bit.
When Bess surprises me with a funny, it takes me from 0 to heart attack. Like I'm the one that it literally almost killed me. Because we had done the your mom thing for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then it fell off by the wayside. For years, nobody said your mom.
Okay.
Forever. And then it was just last year, I think it was. She had left something on my nightstand. And she's like, "Can you reach over and get the thing?" It's like, I can't reach. And then it was like this long silence. And she says, "Your mom can reach." I almost myself. I know I kicked Booba out of the bed. I just, it was just, oh my God. So I went on a road trip recently, and I learned something about someone. So when Bess and I travel to my hometown, we had always gone a certain route, and then we got these global positioning system programs,
a GPS,
the GPS, and it decided to take us through these weird back roads, which, if you know where I'm from, it's almost all weird back roads. Weird back roads compared to that is, I mean, we were out there in the upside down, okay? And it's always taken us through this town called, I don't want to give away the town.
Why?
Because I don't want to dox somebody.
You're not running for mayor.
I know, but you'll see where this is going.
Okay.
And,
we'll call it Cleveland.
Yeah, and Cleveland.
Okay.
And we always got a chuckle the first few years that we took this road because this town is so backwoods.
Oh.
I mean...
Wow.
Banjo music.
Cross-eyed kids
okay.
on the...
Where they stopped in Deliverance to rent their thing and have the guy take the truck down.
Yeah, that was New York City.
That was like New York City compared to this place. And we got a kick out of, there was a house on the edge of town called and it had a big sign out that said Frank's Deer Urine.
Frank's deer urine.
Frank's deer urine. Now,
and by the way, if you're getting deer urine, get it from Frank's.
Yeah.
Because if the name Frank's not on it, it ain't good.
Yeah. So, and I should have prefaced the story. This is not a political story. We don't go political.
No.
We don't. It's because, we don't want to, whatever.
Why?
So it's not a political story. However, for years, we've been passing by.
I voted for Frank's deer urine.
And see Frank's deer urine. When you drive by this place as often as we have, you start to, there's not much to see in this town other than Frank's deer urine. And you see clearly his house is right next to the deer urine factory. Which is a barn, and it has a trough, and I'm sure there was a bottling operation at some point. I don't know. One of the years we went through there.
I'm sorry, but it does make you wonder just how do they get all the urine?
So,
he looks like he's ready.
And I know I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but it's worth mentioning again. One of the years we drove by was around Thanksgiving, and there was a sign for the Frank's Deer Urine Black Friday sale. We were on our way to Thanksgiving.
Was it buy 1 gallon, get 1 gallon free?
I told Bess, I was like, we have to come back for the Frank's Deer Urine Black Friday sale. But, we were visiting family and friends, and it's really hard to say, look, you guys are all fun, but I really want to catch the Black Friday sale of Frank's Deer Urine.
It's the perfect stocking stuffer.
And really,
you can buy it and freeze it. How long does that urine last?
Well, the deal is you really don't browse urine. And this is not a town that people...
You don't want to get cloudy urine.
Yeah. So, this is not a town that people would go to unless they live there or they're legally obligated to go there. And B, when you're there and you walk into Frank's Deer Urine, I'm pretty sure that Frank expects you to leave with urine, right? Right? You don't just go in and say, it's not the right timbre.
No.
It's not the right hue.
No, it's not what I was looking for.
Your deer urine's a little amber.
A little
and
cloudy.
I'm looking for a...
something a little more pure, a little more golden.
Little, that blue urine for the biker cook.
Oh.
Anyway... No, I put chili powder in mine. Yeah, so we didn't go to the Frank's Deer Urine Black Friday sale. Over the years, this has been going on for more than 25 years. We've been taking this route. And I noticed several years ago, the Frank's Deer Urine signs came down. Oh. And I got a little sad.
Did they go out of business?
The house is still there. The barn where I presume the deer were pissing was still there. It looks like parts of the trough were still there, but it clearly Frank's Deer Urine had ceased operations or gone underground. But
they're on the black market now.
on the fringe of deer urine production. You don't want to know about it. It's on the dark web.
Right.
Don't look it up. The point is, and what this is leading to is, I noticed that over the past few years, they've have a new sign up. They took down Frank's Deer Urine, and they put up Trump. Again, we don't get political. It's up to you to decide what that means.
Okay.
But it's just, it's like falling down and getting kicked in the nuts. No. It's bad enough you're on the ground, and then here's, I really, there was something that was very welcoming and warm about a sign that was hand-painted, by the way.
Yeah.
He didn't stencil.
Okay.
Frank clearly went out there with a 1-inch brush on a white sign with blue paint and wrote Frank's Deer Urine. Spelled all the words correctly, including urine with the E at the end.
Does it start with a Y? And
put a period, which I always thought was cute. And then at the bottom,
not a sentence.
At the bottom, it had the town's name, like we don't know where you are. Right? You're in the one.
Which branch is this?
It was the central headquarters.
Because I heard the manager there got promoted to the Bristol store.
Yeah.
That reminds me, because when I lived in Johnson City, my mom, she had a house in Jonesboro. And when I would drive to her house from Johnson City to Jonesboro on the right, we would always pass this store, Crowder's Vac and Gun Shop. It sold vacuum cleaners and guns. And I always passed Crowder's Vac and Gun Shop, and I always what it was like inside. It's like, I'm just browsing. Are you looking for a muzzleloader? No, I'm looking for a Hoover.
I got to tell the turkey story.
Okay.
We had about 3 to 4 turkeys in our freezer. I'm not taking questions on why we had that many turkeys in our freezer. So I see you getting ready to ask it. Not taking questions. Not taking questions on it.
My question is, what the hell?
I'm at work one day, and excuse me.
No questions at all.
None. 3 to 4, maybe 5 turkeys in our freezer. It's been there a couple of months.
A couple of months.
It ends there, Darin. We're not talking about why I have 4 to 5 turkeys in the freezer. We're not. But anyway, Bess texts me at work. It says, I think the freezer died. Everything in there is
thawing.
It's thawing.
All the turkeys.
They're getting wet. So now, now, what would a normal person do? What I did, I came home from work.
What would a normal person do never applies to anything that goes on in your house.
So I came home and I lifted the freezer door and I noticed, it's a chest freezer, I noticed the light came on. It's clearly getting power. So the compressor probably died.
It's the freezer. That's what I was going to say. Probably the compressor.
The compressor was shot, as it were.
Oh, okay.
So the freezer's dead.
It ain't got no gas in it.
So a normal human being at that instant, knowing that they have 4 to 5 turkeys, some fish, a couple of pizzas, and some other things that we're not going to talk about
Ice cream?
in that freezer.
Ice cream?
No, that's all gone.
Okay.
Would take it all out to the trash because it's going to start to melt and get stinky, right?
Right.
Bess, she does her counseling, right? She's doing her work.
Right.
On the Zooms.
Right.
And she notices that it smells like we have a dead body. in her house.
Okay.
And she goes back to where the freezer is, and boy, howdy, some things have happened. And she tells me it's starting to smell. We should probably do something. This is on a Friday.
Okay.
I don't look at it Friday night. Saturday
Because
morning.
Friday's the night off.
I'm grinding Cambos.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, I come down and I look at the freezer. Not only does it smell like a dead body, there's now a trail of juice from the freezer coming across the floor and just touching the carpet right in there.
Okay.
Right?
And this is downstairs in your
And now
basement.
this explains why the U2 collection was in your seat.
All his albums were on the chair where I sit.
Yeah. They were about 5 feet away from the turkey freezer. So the first thing I did was take all of them in here. They don't have any turkey on them. They're good. They're clean. They're good. I checked multiple times. Joshua Tree is out at the lab for testing, but I'm sure it'll come back okay.
Okay.
We got all the turkeys. We wrapped them in plastic bags. We took them outside. Now, what the neighbors saw was Mike
carrying out plastic bags
with stuff that smells like a dead body, and putting it.
If you cut it up right, it could have been.
Yeah, different plastic bags into a trash can out front. It was like 9 degrees, so I was good. You know? And then Bess and I was like, we got to get this freezer out of here. And she's like, do you want to wait till Andrew wakes up? I was like, no, we've got to get it out today.
Yeah.
It has to leave today.
Because Andrew's probably going to wake up tomorrow.
So we got as many paper towels as we could. We soaked up as many juices as we could, dry heaving the whole time, yelling at Marbles, get away from the turkey
juice. Yeah.
Juice. And then Charlie kept coming over. Charlie, stop walking. Stop.
You're
going to walk
in
the turkey juice. We get it cleaned up. I get multiple trash bags. We duct tape them to the bottom of the freezer because it's gonna leak out, and I don't want dead body juice going up the steps.
No.
So Bess and I are in there, and she says, "I don't know if I can lift this." And I said, "Here's what's going to happen. We're going to lift this." And we can't stop. From the moment we leave this room in the unfinished portion, we have to go through the finished portion of our basement, up the stairs. It's like the first place we're allowed to stop is in the kitchen because at least there, hardwood floor, we can clean that.
Yeah.
But we're not replacing carpet between here and there. We're not doing it.
Right.
And I was like, do whatever you need to do. Do your squats, do your stretches.
Eat a power bar.
But once we lift this, you're in it.
Drink a Monster.
You drink a Monster. You're in it until we get to the top. And she said, okay. So we took a couple of deep breaths. We lifted this
I'm surprised that you didn't call me.
And I didn't even think about it.
So
we got to the top of the steps and she stopped. And then I'm like, what are you doing? You can't stop. And she's like, I can't lift. I was like, you have to lift. I became like, what's the Mickey in Rocky? You got to lift it. You got to lift it. Put your back into it. Get it up.
Chicken in it. Yeah.
So we got it. We set it down on the kitchen floor for a second, and then we took it out front. So what the neighbors saw, again, recap, they saw Mike come out in his jammies with cadaver-smelling trash bags, putting them in the thing, and then they saw him and his wife come out with a leaking chest freezer and stick it out, which is what you walked by when you came in here to the house tonight. We brought all the cleaning products we had downstairs. I took care of the floor. You can't smell a thing now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good. It's pleasant. And I Bess and I said, should we look up online what we should clean with? I was like, that's a good idea. Let's get on Google and let's type in, how do you get rid of dead carcass smell from a freezer in your basement? Right? I was like, I've seen enough true crime. I've watched enough Netflix documentaries. That's how the FBI gets you. That's how they get you. So I don't need that.
Go to Home Depot, you buy a saw, some lye, lots of garbage bags.
But then we're like, what the hell do we do? How do we get the freezer going? Nobody's going to take a broken freezer that smells like dead bodies. And I don't know if you noticed, it's getting warmer out there today.
Yes.
So I
mentioned
called,
at the top of the show.
Just to wrap this story up with a bow, I called Rumpke. I said, I have a freezer that needs to go away from us. And they said, well, we can't do that because it has Freon, but we'll connect you with a guy that has a truck. They have a guy that has the truck like they could switch you over to him on the same call. And they pick up and they're like, what do you need getting rid of? freezer. Where is it? It'll be in the front yard when you come. When are you coming? Thursday. Okay. It's 200.
Harvey Keitel shows up.
It's like it's the wolf. The wolf. He said it's $209. I'm like, okay. He's like, payment at the time of disposal.
Oh,
okay. I was like, do I need to be here? He's like, no, just answer the phone when I call. It's like, okay. It's a $200 freezer. We got to spend $209 to get rid of it. And the 5 turkeys are toast. They're out there in one of those trash cans.
I started the Christmas season off right by pissing off your wife as soon as I came into the
Step
tonight.
1. Okay. That's another thing. I am a relatively nice person.
Yeah.
Bess, I've said this many times, is the nicest person I've ever met.
Very nice.
However, we each have our trigger topics. And boy, howdy, did you step on the Acme explosive trigger topic.
I did not mean to.
Did you notice how everything went cold and serious? Like it was a warm, inviting room, and it just went...
Well, she's going to be so mad at me the next time I come by. And God forbid when we record this podcast and I have to leave, and I'm like, bye, Beth. She's going to be like, screw you, Darren.
She's Italian, man. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I do.
She will cut your ass,
Yep.
and she knows people that can get rid of you. Went cold. It went cold fast.
This is what happened. I walked in, and there were 3 rolls of wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper, on the table. And 2 of them were the same.
Yeah, and you opened your big-ass mouth.
I just thought this would be a ha-ha moment. I said, "Ooh, you've got 2 of the same wrapping paper. You can't do that."
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have jumped out the window at that point, my fight or flight response triggered at that moment. Literally, my heart. I've come the closest to having a heart attack at that moment.
Yeah.
Because I had no warning that you were going to act the damn fool in my house with my wife like that. Say some stupid like that. But you went right for it.
But this is the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Because you disagree with me 94% of the time, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
And you're like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I said, okay, I'm kidding about the 2. Actually, I'm not. Yeah. You can't buy 2 of the same rolls of wrapping paper. And when you wrap presents, you can't have 2 presents touching underneath the tree of the same paper. If you wrap 2 gifts
no,
in the
Darin,
same paper...
I don't agree with you at all. I think you're crazy.
They can't touch. You can't...
I don't agree with anything you're saying, and I think it's stupid.
Yeah. So over the years, I have purchased a lot of wrapping paper. At the end of one Christmas, the day after, 2 days after, I will go. Last year, I went with my mom, and we bought probably 20 rolls of wrapping paper each, right? Yeah. And it's like you bring it home, and so I've got this ginormous box that has all my wrapping paper in it. Yeah. And the goal is to try and wrap every present in a different paper. Yeah. Do I have to do that? No.
It's fun. It's festive.
I think it is festive too. Yeah. I really do. And I can't believe that you agree with me on this. But I will wrap my presents in different paper and then go off, and I'll do what I do is like earn money for my family to eat. Yes. And to keep the lights on. Yes. You know, I'm a hunter-gatherer. I'll come home and find out that my wife has wrapped 2, 3, sometimes 4 Christmas presents in the same paper. And I'm like,
what? No, God, please, no, no, no.
What are you doing?
I agree with her 100%. Why? I support everything she's doing in that endeavor.
I'm like, why do I have all of this wrapping paper if you're going to use it to wrap 6, 7 presents on the... When we first started dating, she had an apartment about the size of a meat cooler at Winn-Dixie. Okay. Yeah. She had a very, very, very small apartment. Okay. And she had a little teeny tiny tree. And she went, and what did she do? She bought 1 tube of wrapping paper.
What the hell was that?
And it was solid blue. And she was wrapping all her presents in the solid blue paper. And I'm just like, that ain't Christmas. You're killing me. It's just like, you know, and I was, you know, and I was madly just infatuated with her. And I was like, and I'm thinking, Darin, you got to let this go. You got to let it go. You got to let the wrapping paper go. And then I'm like, what are you doing? why are you wrapping everything in one package of why? Why? You can't.
Why are you doing that?
What?
Yeah.
And she says, what does it matter? And I mean,
you're killing Christmas.
And
No,
she's,
I didn't say
yeah,
that.
and she's,
Yeah.
beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Okay.
And then I'm like, Darin, let this go. This is not the hill you're going to die on.
I love how you pepper these beautiful and gorgeous, because I know what's happening is you're listening to this right now in your house through Alexa, and she's staring at you with the cold, hard gaze of death.
Yep.
And you're pointing out at the points where you're talking about how wonderful she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what we did? That tube of blue wrapping paper.
What?
The next year
that
we were together, I didn't use it. The year after, I didn't use it. I held on to that. I'm a sentimental guy.
Okay.
I held on to that wrapping paper for 20 years, and last year I wrapped something in it. And I said, hey, I wrapped something in our blue wrapping paper. And she's like, I don't remember.
Yeah, there. See,
like,
okay.
You don't even remember. That's our wrapping paper. We bonded over, even though,
No. Yeah. Way.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Fun thing for you guys to do is if you get into a relationship, that's the first test, is the Christmas paper thing. Because I, like you, grew up with a plethora of wrapping papers. A lot of them, all over the place.
Yep.
And it was very colorful under the tree. And one of the first times that we went to go get wrapping paper, way early, she got a couple of tubes of the same type of paper.
Who? The
My
person?
wife, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And I, you, innocently, I thought I innocently was questioning, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
And she, in Lord of the Rings, where Galadriel gets Frodo hands her the ring.
Yeah.
And she'll, I'll become a doom, a prophet of doom. And she turns it's black, and she's like a dark lord.
Yes.
And everybody freaks out, and then she takes it back, and she's like, I can't touch that. And you're like, Jesus, what happened to the elf lady?
Yeah.
That's the same transformation happened just not an hour ago upstairs when you dared question the wrapping paper situation.
Yeah. And
I had the same,
I did not mean to, though. See,
I almost turned into Gollum, dude.
Yeah.
I almost went down on all fours and was ready to run around and chew somebody's finger off and jump in the lava.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Yep. But you see, here's the thing. It's like, I can cross that line with my wife, because then I'm like, well, okay, fine, I'm sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
I like sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
Our couch is very comfortable.
Yeah.
I can make my own breakfast.
I try.
Fine. But now I've crossed the line with your wife.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little less spineless. I did come to your defense for a smidgen there, because I said, yeah, Darin, I agree with you. And that dark look wavered. And she didn't look right at me, but she wavered over.
I thought she looked through you.
It was the old, we're going to talk about this later.
We're going to talk on the ride
and
home.
You better not talk about this on your fun little podcast, or whatever you two middle-aged dorks call that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we just spent 15 minutes talking about, okay, yeah, great.
But, I agree with it. Just one paper is all you need.
That's all you need.
Should we get into the controversy that you walked into?
Yeah, let's get into the controversy.
Okay. So we were thinking about ways to relay this story. It led to a large fight. Darin and I had a fight.
It didn't need to become a fight, but you lost your mind.
So I came home. I had a few minutes to be at home before going to the gym and then coming back to record this damn thing. And when I walked in the door, Charlie is yelling, dude, listen to this. Come here. And Beth said, we have something to tell you. And so I don't know what is happening.
We're losing the house.
And so Beth, this is the way she presents this to me. She said, we went to Skyline. We're in the drive-thru.
Okay.
So her and Charlie are in the drive-thru at Skyline. They order their food, and they order an iced tea. Beth always gets an iced tea. Okay. She pulls around. And they, money changes hands. They give her the food, and then I need to frame this correctly or I'm going to get in trouble. The lady walked away from the window, and there was a span of time.
Okay.
And then the lady came back, and she said, did you get an iced tea? And Beth said, what would you say to that to me? I said, yes. Charlie jumped for joy. Boom! I knew it! He freaks out, and Bess just doubled over in embarrassment, and a little bit of anger, let's be honest, at my answer. And she laughed. And Charlie was like, exactly. He's doing exactly. And clearly I had said something that made Charlie happy and upset Bess.
Okay.
Right? So what I said to Bess was, she said, did you get an iced tea? She didn't say, did you get your iced tea? And Charlie pointed and said, yes. There's the distinction. So I go and I'm excited. I've won something. I don't know what I've won at this point. I've won Charlie's respect, right?
Oh yeah.
And
like
then I
you're
go,
ever gonna get that.
I go to get I take a shower. I come back down, and then that's where you enter into the story here.
Yeah. So they tell me this story, and we get to the point where the lady at Skyline says, did you get an iced tea? And I said, no, because I was like, Bess does not have one in her hand. She paid for one, but she does not have one, so she didn't get her iced tea. And Mike seems
So you
to
just
think,
did it. You just said she didn't get her iced tea.
I know.
She didn't get an iced tea.
I know, but I'm speaking at a different part of...
Okay.
I'm speaking after the thing was supposed to have been...
I'm just saying, Your Honor, let the record show.
Oh, my God. And here's the thing,
defendant.
Guys, Mike is losing his... over this little thing because he feels like he's...
I won an argument. I won an argument.
He feels like he's won gold at the Olympics because, he and Charlie agree on something. And Bess was so excited that I agreed with her.
Yeah, she did what Charlie did.
Yeah,
it was in your face. And then, hold on. And then one of Bess's best friends called and is talking to Bess.
Got her involved.
She agreed with me and Charlie.
Which makes you think that you're right.
I am right.
It's like, oh my God, somebody agrees with you and you think, well, that solves it.
Well, it's solved when I make my declaration, and then I build my posse from there.
But my argument is,
agree with me.
Bess ordered an iced tea. They did not give her an iced tea. So when they said, "Did you get an iced tea?" No, because she doesn't have it. But Mike seems to think the difference between did you get an iced tea and did you get your iced tea,
because money had changed hands,
is the thing. And I'm just like,
that's the way I see it. That's the way America sees it.
That's not the way America.
So here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen.
That's how God intended it. It's in the Ten Commandments.
The founding fathers agree with me. Here's what's going to happen: is me and D-Ron here are going to see the 9 Inch Nails. All right, on Friday.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this
We're going on it, and see, this is what he thinks. We're going on a trip. I'm not going to say a word about this the entire time. You're going to think I forgot about it, but what I am going to do is watch every move you make and listen to every word you say whenever you order
do that
something,
anyway.
And I'm going to pounce. I'm going to pounce when you screw up the conversation and accidentally agree with me, because I think you're full of shit and that you secretly agree with me. And the reason I think that is because both you and Bess, when retelling this story upstairs, slipped a little and said, I didn't get my iced tea. And you didn't say I didn't get an iced tea. There's a difference.
Here, you know what the difference is? It's because of possession of the term. Of course, I'm not going to say I didn't get your iced tea. I didn't get my iced tea.
Okay.
I didn't get an iced tea.
So
I'm not going to say your, because that would be mine.
Okay. So here's the deal. Let's rewind this back, because I want to tell the full.
Here's the thing. I don't know why you're making such a big flippin' deal about it.
Have you ever won an argument with your family? Have you ever won?
When you're married, technically you never win an argument.
I did.
Because even if you win an argument, you lose.
I won.
You didn't.
It's documented.
You found someone who agrees with you.
Multiple people. I got her friend to agree with me,
It's
Darin.
a matter of opinion.
Have you ever won an argument and then gotten your wife's friend to agree with you? Huh?
Well, my wife and I, we don't bring our arguments into public like this. When Libby and I are having an argument, like if you and your dumbass came over to the house, I wouldn't say, hey, Mike, sit here. Libby, tell him the stupid that you were saying, and then I'm going to see if I can humiliate you in front of him. I don't do that. And you were dragging Bess's name through the mud
I'm not dragging it through the mud. I'm excited that I won an argument.
You didn't. You found someone who agrees with you.
multiple people.
The thing is that
multiple third parties who agreed with me.
The thing is that neither of us are right.
Now let me close the story out. Okay. There's more to it.
Okay.
Right. So after this, she pulled up. They said, "Did you get your iced tea?" And Bess said, "No."
She said, "Did you get an iced tea?"
I'm sorry. You're right.
See,
she
now
said,
you're changing. No, you're slipping.
Listen,
no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Now, don't draw this out. It's like 15 hours to tell the story.
Doing the same
All right.
thing you did to me.
So they said, "Did you get an iced tea?" And Bess said, no. And then they went away from the window. For multiple minutes, Bess sat there. And then the lady came back and said, "Are you waiting on something?" And Bess said, "I'm just waiting on my iced tea."
Yeah.
At which point they brought the iced tea, they gave it to her, and Charlie is losing his mind in much the same way as his dad would lose his mind an hour later when he hears about this story. I think it's awesome.
When I get home, I'm going to tell this story to Libby.
You're going to taint it. You're going to make it. You're going to make it so I sound like a moron.
Well, Mike, that's not impossible.
And
I mean, anything
you
I say
like
makes you sound like a moron.
Einstein.
All you have to do is sit up straight and you sound like a moron.
I can sound like an idiot laying down.
Oh, by God, I can do that anytime. What?
Charlie plays football, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and they have a thing, especially in these days, where they bring the kids out with their family to introduce them, and it's called a
Parent meet and greet.
or something. I don't know what it's called because I wasn't paying attention to the text thread, which is part of this story. Now Bess claims she told me about this.
You and I share the same brain.
I beg to differ.
Because I am just so guilty of doing this. Is
So
that tonight? And Libby says, it was in the text.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. When we bring Charlie to his football games, we have to have him there an hour early.
Of course.
So the idea of going early to the game, it's not strange.
It's not foreign
right?
to you.
So that's the first clue
Yeah.
I was supposed to pick up on, is that we were going early. My retort was, we always go early. How is this any different? The second point that was brought up to me was, didn't you think it was odd that we were standing in the field in the end zone with all the other parents and the kids? You didn't pick up on that? And I said,
what was your retort to that?
I thought that's just where we were standing that day. We were always standing over at the stands. I thought, well, we'll stand with the end zone before the kids walk out. And then she said, did you think it was strange that they were lined up by number sequentially, that Charlie's number 4 and he was the 4th kid in line,
And you're like,
and that we were on either side of him? Did that ring a bell?
And you're like, he's number 4?
The reason we're having this argument, and we had the argument, by the way, on the 50-yard line in front of all the other parents and the photographer, was because when we were told to go, which, she told you to start walking, and as we're walking, I'm saying, hey, they said to angle. We need to go over to where the balloons are. And Beth said, stop, she's taking our picture. And I look, and there's a photographer right in front of us, just capturing this beautiful moment of us right there at this point on the 40-yard line. And then we get to the 50, we get to the balloons, and we're doing the thing, we're like smiling, and I'm like, you didn't tell me that we were going to be out here already. I wouldn't have worn...
If you had read the...
wouldn't have worn my Pussifer t-shirt.
What were you
I
wearing?
would have... I don't remember what it was. It was not appropriate. I was wearing slides. I was wearing basically flip-flops. And shorts and something else, and all the other parents had their Lakota Lightning gear on. It's like, you didn't tell me I was going to do that. And then we're in the stands for the start of the game. I told you that we were having the player presentation. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I didn't know that meant I was going to walk out on the field. I was like, why did you let me walk out on the field with shorts? And I had my Oasis bucket hat. I had that on. I had to take it off at the last minute. It's like, and she said, well, that's just how you always look.
That is
so,
how you
it is how I always look.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm just saying, I don't think it was my fault that I didn't know what was going on. And she said, she said, I told you about it. I told you everything about it. I did not believe her. Went back through our texts, and all she said was, it's player participation something night.
Right.
And that was like a week before. I don't know what that is.
Right.
I do now. And here's the problem, is that if he plays again next year, I'll forget again.
Right.
It's just enough time. 1 year is enough time to forget all of this stuff. Been married over 23 years at this point, and when people ask me what's the difference between when you're first married and when you're married 23 years, people who've been married for 23 years have arguments with each other through clenched, smiling teeth on the 50-yard line in front of parents from both teams.
Yeah.
So that picture, people will, Andrew and Charlie will see that picture years from now, Mom and Dad smiling, and only Charlie will remember Dad was like, "You didn't tell me this is what this was. I told you because in the email."
This portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you by Dave Lay Heating and Cooling. Hi, I'm Dave Lay. You might remember a couple of years ago I opened up my own heating and cooling company. You see, the podcast money wasn't rolling in. Truth be told, it still ain't rolling in. Well, my heating and cooling company isn't doing crazy business either. My wife says it's because I don't advertise. She also says that sometimes I start projects and don't follow through with them. And I said, hey, if you know so damn much about running a heating and cooling company, why don't you open one? I think I'm getting off track. Anyway, at Dave Lay Heating and Cooling, we know when a house is too hot and when a house is too cold, and somebody needs to do something about it. Call today for a free estimate. Please, old Dave needs the money. Now, back to the show.
One of the things the thing I was so happy about when marijuana became legal, like everywhere except I think Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like there's some place where it's not legal.
Everything else is legal in Arkansas.
But back in the 90s, you people, I went to the OUs. You people. I went to the OUs, and there were pipe shops, and you would go in, and obnoxious signs everywhere. These are tobacco pipes.
Yes.
And it would be a psychedelic painted bong with like David Gilmour hanging out of it. And it would say
it looked like a beaker in Walter White's lab.
Yeah, wavy rainbow type that said, "By the way, for tobacco only." Yeah. And the people, the lady that would come up had like pink dreadlocks. Yes. And whatever, and she's like, "Would you like a tobacco pipe?" Yeah, and everybody knows
it's not
that's not what you're selling. The only people that use tobacco pipes are people in old westerns. I've never seen a western. Kurt Russell in Tombstone never pulled out a freaking rainbow kazoo glass thing,
bulbed tobacco pipe,
and just puffed on it. No,
yeah. Nobody.
No.
So
just
and I know a lot of people who smoke cigarette, and they just smoke the plain cigarette.
Yeah. And you would just see like 3 or 4 bongs on the wall, and then remember for tobacco only. And they would have like 1 or 2 like mail pouch things up front. You could buy some like what was the big tobacco there? I used
Big League Chew.
No.
Oh no.
There was one. It was like I forget the name of it, but it was like it was like all the if you were like super hip. You rolled your own cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a type of tobacco everyone bought. It was in a blue container.
Yeah.
I want to say Colt or Quart or it was something like that.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I was better than you and I rolled cigarettes. But anyway, the point, tobacco. Yeah. The point is.
I met a guy once, and this was not too long ago, like 10, 12 years ago, rolling his own cigarettes. I'm like, they sell those already rolled.
Yeah.
Are they that much less expensive?
It's just a thing.
It's just like,
what's in it. There's no additives except what they put in it, or preservatives.
God forbid.
Any of those things.
You don't want that in your stomach.
My point of the story is I can't time travel, but if I could, I would go back in the 90s and tell every one of them they're full of shit because those pipe stores
are for weed.
Once it became legal, they changed nothing. But a dude walked out and took down the tobacco sign. And that's all they did. That's it.
You're listening to the best of Irritable Dad Syndrome, Volume 6. Don't touch that dial. More great clips are on the way.
All right, these are the top 10 signs you've chosen a bad hospital.
Number 10.
All surgical procedures are do-it-yourself.
Number 9.
In the lobby, there's a giant mural of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Number 8.
There's a sign in all the bathrooms. Hand washing optional.
Number 7.
The nurse's station has a tip jar.
Number 6.
Instead of wearing rubber gloves, your surgeon is wearing woolen mittens.
Number 5.
As you're going under, you hear the surgeon ask a nurse, "Where exactly is the pancreas again?"
Number 4.
In the waiting room, there's a crew from 60 Minutes.
Number 3.
On every floor, there's a cigarette vending machine.
Number 2.
All patient meals are from McDonald's.
Number 1.
You enter for a knee replacement, you leave with a boob job.
So let's talk about Uber's Peter. Now,
Hello.
when I got to the airport, the Chicago O'Hare Airport,
That's a big airport.
yeah, I drove the rental car there. I got there, and there was a guy that was guiding us in, and you go into the rental car return, as it were, as one does.
Yeah.
And on the first floor, it was Hertz and Yo Mama's cars and Jimmy don't got time for your car and all these different, whatever cars.
Hertz, donut.
Yeah. And the next floor up was Enterprise and Your Mama Prize. And
Right.
I got Yo Mama jokes for days.
Yeah.
Anyway, I pull in where it says Hertz, and there's a guy yelling, "Come forward, come forward, come forward." And I'm okay. And then he turns around and puts his back to me, and he's just standing on the side of the road in the bottom of under this parking garage.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. I mean, clearly he worked, I think, for Hertz. We were around a lot of Hertz signs.
I would hope so.
And another guy came up and he's like, "Leave the key. You go into that stairwell. You go up to the second floor, and they'll take care of you."
Okay.
I was like, "You don't need, like, there's no paperwork or nothing." And I showed him the rental contract for the car. And he's like, no, I don't need that. You take that to the second floor. I go up to the second floor. Ain't no Hertz up there.
Oh.
Ain't nobody up there.
Ain't nobody.
It's like an abandoned airport. It's like the Langoliers, Bronson Pinchot. Look it up. Awesome movie. Pinchot Mama.
Bronson Pinchot.
Bronson Pinchot train.
Do you have a plan?
Well, of course I do. Don't be ridiculous.
Came back down. Now I'm getting pissed because I'm getting very close to being late. And I've been on the road for 5.5 hours.
Right.
And I really don't know if I just gave this rental car to just a random guy or not. So I go to the Hertz.
That would
I
suck.
find the Hertz line. There's like 20 people, and it's going really, really slow. I call customer service. Long story short, I was a bit more pissy with them than I should have been. What I wanted to say, what I should have just said was, "I turned in the car. Can you verify that?" I said that, but then I was like, you guys need to work on your customer service. You got a guy down there that's just taking keys left and right.
All willy-nilly.
And nobody knows who the hell he is.
Right.
And he just told me to go to the first floor.
He told you to go to the second floor.
And there was nobody up there. And it wasn't until I just started walking around the airport on the first floor that I found the Hertz counter.
My question is, what the hell?
And then the line was forever. I'm already late for a very important meeting. I did. Yeah. I was laying it on pretty
At a
thick.
record store.
I was like, I'm good. I know it's not your fault. I'm just saying, y'all need to work on your process.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
So then I felt really good about doing that. And then as soon as I hung up, I felt really bad.
Yeah.
But at that point, the damage is done. So I go out and I connect to Uber, as one does.
Yes.
And it says, "Peter is near you." And I said, okay.
Okay.
Peter drives up in his Uber. He was 4 minutes away, and like as soon as I said click, it went bling. He was in the Last Kisses parking lot, and I had to ask one of the people out there. I was like, "Is that parking lot the Last Kisses parking lot?" And they said yes.
The last what?
Kisses.
What does that mean?
I think it's a little parking lot right in front of the airport, right where people are dropped off, and it's there because you're dropping your loved one off, and you give them a kissy poo.
Give him a kissy poo.
Yeah. Depending on the time of day or your religious preference, whatever you feel like.
Check local listings.
So there's Peter, and I get in the car, and Peter's, I'm friendly. I've tried. I think this podcast has made me more friendly than I used to be. I wonder what I would have been like 5 years ago.
I agree.
Or if I hadn't started this podcast or been with you, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
So Peter starts talking about driving for Uber. He loves it, by the way.
Sure.
He has 5 kids. There's a couple of them in college. He's got a small house, but it's actually in the city. He has to work a lot. He works about 20-hour days sometimes. His favorite trips are to go 4 hours, 5 hours out. He's driven people to Cincinnati, Toledo, Columbus, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Lansing, Michigan. He's driven people to Kentucky. He once took a guy down to Florida and back, and that guy paid him $400 to get him down there and $400 to take him back.
Okay.
Peter is about to retire. He's old enough to retire, but he hasn't saved up enough money yet because his family just keeps taking all of his money, and he doesn't understand why. He said the really strange thing. Let me back up.
Okay.
He didn't say the strange thing. He said they moved to Florida, and then they moved to Texas. And then I said, but you stayed here? And he's like, oh, yeah, good money. This was good money.
Yeah.
Like, but your family left while you're staying here, and then you send the money to them? He's like, yeah, I got to do that until they get out of college. His oldest has been in college for 3 years. He's got 1 or 2 more years.
What's he majoring
And then
in?
he's done. Some sort of medical. I dozed off a couple of times. It's a medical field. Once he's done, Peter is quitting and saying, screw you. And he didn't say that he was going to join his family. He just said he was quitting. Quote, I don't need to send them any money anymore. I said, okay.
Okay.
And then he's a fan of Lexus and Toyota. When I mentioned it, I did get a word in edgewise. I told him that I was picking up a Toyota. He said it's a very, very good choice of car. He said you need to get the oil changed every 5,000 miles, no matter what they say. If you change it every 5,000 miles, you'll never have a problem with that. That's a very good investment. He's probably going to be driving a Lexus or a Toyota when he goes to Texas, which, if you'll remember, he thought his family had moved to Texas. So I've closed the loop on that in this progression. I think he is going to go try to find his family.
That's how one would reason that.
Yeah. Peter was telling me so many things about his life that I watched the dealership start to pass us by. He forgot to turn into the dealership. I said, Peter, is that where we're going right there? That's the Toyota. He hits the brakes. We zoom over and he pulls into the dealership and lets me. He was very, very nice. I was cracking up left and right talking to him or listening to him talk. Right. And I had my duffel bag in there with me, and I got out and I said, watch this, Peter. I'm going to go in there and tell him I'm paying for it today with cash. And he saw the duffel bag, made the connection, and he thought it was funny. Yeah. And he said, and I quote, well, you got a bunch of singles in there? And I wanted to do the Heisenberg thing. I wanted to say about $250,000, but I didn't.
What you got in the bag, Walt?
Because there's possible that Peter might have thrown me back in the trunk and taken off with me.
Possible, yeah. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm not going to tell you who did this.
Okay.
After the story, I want you to guess who did this. Okay. Somebody dropped the F-bomb at our house on Easter.
Okay, now I'm thrown. Libby.
So let me tell the story.
Okay.
Let me tell the story. So Easter Sunday rolls around. It's cold.
Yeah.
Okay. It is like stupid cold. The day before it was 81 degrees. Easter Sunday, it's like 40 or something. All these poor kids out there catching hypothermia trying to find an Easter egg out in the yard.
Yeah. Turns out the Easter bunny was a snow bunny.
Nice one.
I'll see my way out.
Yeah. Please do. So it was cold, and Mom came and picked us up, and the 5 of us went to church. So we went to church for Easter Sunday, and we go to I'm not going to name the church. I will say,
Our Lady of the Fallen House.
Yes. So at Our Lady of the Fallen House, they have always been a very cool church. They're like, I don't know if you'd call it progressive. I don't know. The pastor.
They're happening.
Yes, the pastor usually wears jeans. We've got one guy who comes up and opens his show with what up, y'all? What up?
Okay.
Diggity. And on this particular Easter Sunday, I they were joking around a lot.
Okay.
Which I don't mind joking around. I don't have a problem at all with joking around. But I leaned over to Libby and I'm like, it's like if any new people were coming to this church, they would think, I don't know that this church takes this resurrection seriously. Yeah, I digress.
What you should have done had been to stand up and say,
walk out.
Excuse me, but I'd like a little respect for our Lord. And then sit back down.
Sit back down.
I think that would have been welcome.
I think so. Anywho, so there was that. We got home and we had dinner, and it was a lovely dinner. We had a chicken casserole.
Oh, yeah.
Mom brought a ham.
Okay.
We had a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
And Libby made this blueberry cake.
Okay.
Shut up. The blueberry cake was delicious, and it had like a lemon drizzle on it.
Okay.
Right? So anyway, dinner was really good, and we were having a great time. And afterwards, we were all just full as ticks, and we decided we're going to park it.
And that's when Libby said,
we're going to park it, and we're going to watch a movie.
Okay.
Let me finish the story, and then guess who dropped the F-bomb.
You saw me make coffee right before.
I understand.
I need to calm down.
But I don't know how many times I can tell you the rules.
I'm going to rein it in.
I will tell the story.
Yes.
You guess who dropped the F-bomb.
I'm not saying a thing until you tell me I can talk.
We're back. We decided to watch a movie. We get on the Netflix, and we're looking around. And by the way, the last 2 or 3 weeks when I've picked a movie, I'm famous for picking horrible movies, like the time we watched the documentary about the volcano that burns skin off of 90% of people's bodies. I picked the movie about the guy and his girlfriend who went camping, and a bear ate him, and he ate him. The bear ate the guy.
Grizzly Man.
Yes. Yeah. No, not Grizzly Man. It was a different a different bear movie.
Guy. Yeah.
And then we watched Becky, where a 15-year-old girl stabbed a guy in the neck with a ruler. And anyway, so the last 2 or 3 weeks have been great. I have picked just fantastic romantic comedies that everybody loved. Everybody felt good about themselves. And at one point, my mom says, "Wow, that made my day." I'm like, "Well, good."
Yeah.
So we're going through Netflix, and I'm trying to pick a movie, and the reason I pick a movie is because everyone else is like, "Oh, whatever you want to watch. What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? Something? I don't know. What do you want to watch? I'll watch whatever you want to watch." Well, what do you? I'm like, I'm picking a movie. So I found this movie starring Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson lives near the border of Mexico. Okay. And he is often near the border wall, and sometimes he sees people who are trying to cross the wall, right? Well, he finds this woman and her son, and they are running from the cartel. Now, I don't know what you know about the cartel. The cartel are bad people. Bad people. This woman, her cousin had stolen money, thousands of dollars of money from the cartel, and they killed him. So he warned her and her son to get out and save themselves. So they're trying to cross the border. The cartel sees them. Right when the cartel are rolling up, Liam Neeson sees them, and he says, "What's going on? I'll help you, but you got to get behind the truck."
It's very good at Liam Neeson.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
good.
So the cartel is like, "Give me the woman, give me the son." And he's like, "I'm not going to do that." And I said, "Give it to me or we're going to shoot you." And he goes, "I'll shoot you back." And so they start...
A little too Lucky Charms, but you just went a little... You got a little full of yourself.
Got a little
You
excited.
get a little when I said that. I should have not said anything.
I got a little excited.
Yeah.
So they start shooting up the truck, and Liam gets the woman and her son in there, and he runs off, and he finds out who these people are that's shooting at him. Oh my God, it's the cartel.
Yeah.
And the woman, before she, spoiler alert, before she dies, she says, "Please, my son needs to go to our family in Chicago. And if you could take him to Chicago, but please." And she left a bag of money, a lot of money, like more money than you and I have combined. Okay. So he's got this kid and this money, and he's driving, and he decides, okay, I'll take the kid to Chicago.
Yeah.
So he's driving, and then the kid warms up to him. How can you not warm up to Liam Neeson, right? Because Liam Neeson's adorable. And the kid and Liam start having this connection, and Liam is making stupid mistakes because he keeps using his credit card everywhere he goes, and they're tracking him. Mike.
Yeah.
They're tracking him on his credit card, and I'm going, "What are you doing? Stop using your credit card. You've got a giant bag of cash. Okay, stop." So he's using his credit card. The cartel keep following him everywhere he goes, and they're getting closer and closer to Chicago, and he and the kid have a moment. They're sitting there talking, and they're having this big moment, and Liam says, "I want you to have all this money. All this money is going to be for you." And the kid says, "I don't want the money. It's cartel money. It's bad money." And so what does Liam Neeson say?
He says, "Can I have it?"
Well, that's what I would have said.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson says, "Well, what should we do with it?" And the kid looks at the fire. They have a campfire. And then Liam looks at the fire.
Oh, no.
And then they wad up a $100 bill and throws one $100 bill in the fire. The kid throws another $100 bill in the fire. Liam takes the rest of the money and throws it in the fire. Okay. And this is when someone yells, "Are you crazy?" Now, it was either me, Libby, Jacob, Cameron, or my mother who said that. Guess who dropped the F-bomb?
Your mom.
It was my mom.
Wow.
Wow. We turned and looked at Mom like, "Mom!"
Wow.
She was so embarrassed. She has never said that.
Oh, yeah.
In front of I think she's probably said that before, but she's never said that in front of
the whole family like that.
And Libby was like, "Mom, how dare you?" And we've told her from now on, anytime she's around the children, it's going to be supervised.
Yeah.
And boy, and before Mom went home, she apologized like 50 times. Then she says, "Am I allowed to come back?" And we said, "Yes, of course you're allowed to come back." And then she said, "Is this going to be on the podcast?" I'm like, "Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got that right, Mom."
Yeah.
So
wow. I have a lunch story.
Oh, okay.
I've been alternating between Chick-fil-A and Chipotle.
Okay, you've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but I usually Chick-fil-A sets me off.
Okay.
So we usually talk about Chick-fil-A. I've gone through all the people that they've hired. I've given enough descriptions that people could probably track down the exact Chick-fil-A that I'm talking about.
Yes.
But this one's Chipotle. So I got my burrito.
Okay.
And I like to sit in my vehicle with the YouTube on the phone there and eat the burrito in peace. Right?
I hear you.
I look up and I see a guy pull up with a Spectrum cable.
Okay.
Van?
A Spectrum van, yeah.
He's a back.
And did you say, "Hey, you work for Spectrum"?
No, I didn't. But he backed in. Now I felt like you remember Mike from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
he would
Mike
he would do surveillance from the car every once in a while.
Yes.
I started to pretend I was Mike, which is easy because I have no hair and I am Mike.
You're named Mike.
Yeah. But I watched this guy get out of his van. He looked to the left.
Mm-hmm.
He looked to the right, and then he took his key and put it in the wheel well of the van.
No.
And then stooped back up. He was stooped down to do that, got back up, looked around, and then walked to, I think it's a Jimmy John's. And I start looking around for other people like, did I just see a dead drop?
Something about to go down.
Yeah, it looked like I was expecting there's a text going around somewhere. The van's in the parking lot, keys in the spot. You know? And then somebody else was going to come along. Gus Fring or somebody.
The fat man walks on the moon.
And take this
they're
puppy.
Speaking in code. Okay.
And he goes into Jimmy John's. He's in there for a respectable amount of time. He comes out
What is that?
with his Jimmy John's order, right? He ordered and he came back out with it. Stopped in front of his front wheel, looked to the left, looked to the right, squatted down, Jimmy John in the left hand, reaches with his right hand, gets the key.
So he reached in there?
Reached in there. And then got in his van and drove away. What the hell? And left me with my thoughts. Like, what the did I just see?
My question is, what the hell?
Now, I don't normally pay attention to men's pants, but he did have pockets. Why didn't he put his key in the pocket?
Right. That's what I would have done.
And if you wanted to be... You remember the Breaking Bad where Walt had to put the tracker under Gus's thing?
Yeah, he did that too.
He acted like he was tying his shoes, right?
Yes.
He didn't look left, look right, squat down, and retch up under there. It was really... Part of me, as I think about this story, because I've thought about this guy a lot, I wrote it down on the rundown from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We just never got to it. Part of me wonders if he's doing that on purpose, because on the off chance that someone's watching him that mess with him.
Maybe.
Because I would do that.
That's perfect.
He was very theatrical about it. I say all that to say this.
You know what? While he was doing that, somebody else was doing the drugs.
That's right.
Somebody else was either pimping herself out or slinging rock or something. And then he was distracting. He was being suspicious. Or he was acting sus.
Yes.
As the kids say.
Sus as sus can be.
Yes.
I say all that to say this. Spectrum guy, I'm on to you. I saw what you did.
Oh, yeah.
I saw exactly what you did.
Your days are numbered, Kevin.
You're not fooling anybody.
No.
Right.
No.
And if I ever see him pull up again...
No, Mike's no dummy.
I'm turning on the cam.
Yes.
And we're going to get some evidence of this chicanery that was going on. I still don't know what the hell, why. I don't know why.
You'd think that if he was really going to do that, would he do it in a company vehicle?
I've wondered, is it a, if you work for Spectrum, let us know. Is that a policy?
You have to keep your key in the wheel
well? You have to keep your key in the wheel well, and you have to look like Austin Powers doing some kind of weird, make a big deal about it?
Ding, 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 ding,
yeah.
Ding, ding, ding,
oh, believe me, if I see him again, I'm cranking that in the car, just going to play it while he's doing that.
That would have stayed with me forever.
It's been with me for weeks now. I don't know why he did that.
Why would somebody do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Spectrum van. If I see a Spectrum van in the parking lot, you know I'm going to retch under the wheel well to see if the key's in there.
Yeah.
And if it is, I'm going to move it. And then I'm going to put the key in the other wheel well and leave.
I didn't break in. The key was right.
Kids don't do that. That's not funny.
No,
that's not funny at all.
No.
And shouldn't be on a comedy podcast at all.
No. So a couple of years ago, Mike, I was telling you that I was in Indianapolis and I went I saw Steve's show, the industrial musical show. Afterwards, my buddy Don and I, we went and had dinner with Steve. And Steve, you told me, and I'm hoping that you can remember this story and you'll tell it again, when Dave was doing the...
yeah, I think it was, the specific may have been a turkey. But yes, back in the day, I think especially in the NBC era, during rehearsals down on the stage in the afternoon, if there was going to be something that involved Dave making a phone call on the show, we had to test the phone. I don't know if it was really a worry every time that it may or may not work, but we'd test the phone. And this was an opportunity for Dave to be his most wild, improvisational self. He would, I hope somewhere recordings have been saved. I heard that Hal Gurney was saving an archive of these phone calls. But he would call like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and just pretend to be some random guy asking if he could enter the Indy 500.
Like the day before.
Yeah. No, sir, no. I mean, this is a very high-level professional race. You can't just enter. Oh, okay. Well, what about the rental car division? Can I enter in the rental car? So he would just keep people on the line with these bizarre calls. But one time he called, I have no idea who he called, but he took the persona of he was a turkey farmer in some rural area, and he wanted to talk to someone about the fact that he had a two-headed turkey. And he was very concerned about it and interested about it. And he was, well, I don't know. People have said maybe, is your farm too near power lines? Could that have been something to do with it? Well, I thought about that. But you know what I thought of in the end? You know what I came to realize? It's just one of those things. So this was, in a way, him at his purest and finest. Just flights of fancy and stringing people along. And I remember from raw footage of a remote that I was on in New Jersey, where he was in this neighborhood walking around, knocking on doors and asking people, what would you like to see more of on television? And he had a whole clipboard full of specific questions, and he would just talk with people, and we'd make a funny thing out of it. But a bit of raw footage that did not make it in any form into the show. I still remember it so clearly. Decades later, there was some older gentleman who was in a car, and the guy had pulled over to talk to Dave, and Dave was going on a riff about the show The Waltons. He said, you remember the Waltons, a very popular show? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. Oh, tremendous show, fantastic. It was about this family during the Depression, and they're desperately poor. So the premise of the show is that every week, they had to somehow find enough furniture to burn for heat. And the guy in the car is just going, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I just thought, that's great. And I said to Dave, it didn't make it into the show. No one else will ever notice this or care about it. I love that. Oh, thanks, Steve.
So I went on a trip. I like to stop at Dunkin' Donuts on the way out of town. And I wanted my donuts. Mm-hmm. And I try to keep it simple. I try to get a blueberry donut and a chocolate glazed donut. And I don't go any further than that. Unless I'm feeling a little sprightly, then I'll get a maple iced.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's it. I'm not, there's a weird fritter stuff that people get into these days. It's the devil's work.
Fritter, they are the work of the devil.
I'm behind this couple, and the lady is interrogating the Dunkin' Donuts employee on what the donuts are. And I'm like, they're labeled. They had a donut that said jelly.
It's a jelly donut.
Right, that's what you think. She said, what's in the donut?
It's full of Crofter's organic triple berry fruit spread.
The worker had that pause. That pause was because that's what they wanted to say. And then she just gestured down towards the sign that said jelly, and she said it has jelly. And I thought the lady was going to say, no, I want to know what kind of jelly it is. But the lady said, oh. And then she went over to the Bismarck, and I'm like, oh, God, here we go.
Now, I understand if somebody doesn't know what the Bismarck is.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Bismarck is. But she wanted explanations.
Got what I need.
For all these donuts.
You say he's just a friend.
And I'm like, I wanted to say, what is your deal? You're standing.
Sorry, I'm over here just doing my own show.
You're standing in front of donuts. At Dunkin' Donuts. Thankfully, she didn't ask what the holes were. They were right there.
What's the lemon donut? I used to work with this woman. I won't name her, but we would go on. You always wanted to order before she did because she would ask the waiter like 20 questions. Now, the cheesy mac, is that mac and cheese or is that cheesy mac? What is that? What's in the chicken bacon ranch sandwich? Well, it's chicken and bacon and ranch dressing. Oh! She was probably in Dunkin' Donuts.
The pomegranate.
What's in the blueberry
kiwi.
donut?
Yeah.
What's in the jelly donut? Jelly? Oh.
I didn't understand why that satisfied her because there's all kinds of different flavors of jelly, right?
just said jelly.
I got pissed off. Oh, jelly.
Oh. How did we meet these people?
I don't know.
How?
Bess and Charlie have started watching Lost.
Oh, I love Lost.
I did too.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to remember some of the frustrations as I'm listening to them watch it. Mm-hmm. One of my frustrations with Lost, I had two main frustrations. One is right when a storyline was getting really intense, they would switch to a different one that no one gave two shits about.
Yes.
But then
like the two actors, the dude and the girl who were on that 21 Jump Street show.
And then they would stick with that, and then that would start to get good, and it would be right at a cliffhanger, and then they would switch to another two that you don't give anything about. And so I'm not even watching it with them. I just listening to it, and I feel a groan of disappointment every time it happens. And the other is, and I'm sorry for any Walt and his dad fans, but every time the dad and his son Walt are in a scene, it's Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad.
Is
Walt? Is a little kid with the dog and his dad?
Is he the one who disappeared?
Yeah.
And then shows up like...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Then it would switch over to him at like the end of the episode. I'm like, well, the first 15 minutes of the next episode is going to be, Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad. And then there was a scene with them where they found each other. And then Walt's sliding off of a thing, and his dad's trying to, I don't know his name, I just know him as Dad. His dad's trying to hold his hand.
Is it Jim?
I don't know.
Jim?
No, Jim. It's
Jim.
And they're still screaming at each other, Dad! Whoa! Dad! It's like, it had to have been an inside joke with the script writers. That's a J.J. Abrams joint.
Yes.
That had to have been an inside joke. Every time the scene shifts to Walt and Dad, it's just Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad, Walt, Dad for 10 minutes.
You're still listening to the best of Irritable Dad Syndrome Volume 6, and no one is more surprised than we are. Listen to the best moments from years 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 at irritabledadsyndrome.com.
I had a weird thing happen to me this morning.
What was that?
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Have you ever left your fly down and walked around in the cold?
Probably.
Left the barn door open.
Wide open, yeah.
And the chicken's hanging out. And it's colder and ice out there.
I've never had my chicken hanging out.
Okay.
Although my chicken won't come out of the barn.
So
sadly,
we've had this argument. How long have we known each other? 2-3 years. We've had this argument.
We've done the podcast for 5, so
yeah, we didn't. We haven't met yet.
I think we've known each other for 12 years. I think
that's right. It's basically
since the boys were in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
From the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning. I mean, our first discussion had to do with your YouTube. I had to set you straight on some things.
Boy,
right?
you were so pissed.
But probably the second, if not third thing we talked about is you refuse to wear a belt.
Yes, I do. I refuse.
And I think about that more than I should. And I tell you this, I'll tell you why. I always am terrified that I'm going to forget my belt. I'm going to leave it at home or leave it somewhere.
Okay.
And it's just a pain in the ass because your pants are falling down the whole day. And then I get mad at you because you don't have that problem.
No.
The only other person I've seen on the planet that doesn't wear a belt is Brad Pitt. And you're not Brad Pitt. No. You're not.
It pisses me off when people are like, hey, Brad Pitt, sign this. I'm like, I'm not Brad Pitt.
But here's the thing. I forgot my belt today. I had no belt. And it's cold out there. And
the belt doesn't keep you warm.
No, but it does. It does cinch your pants up and keep the cold air from going down and around Mr. Jimmy. And when I was walking into work this morning, the air hit Mr. Jimmy.
The air caught to it.
And I thought my barn door was open. And then I almost dropped my backpack in the parking lot because I had to check. Do the old check, side door, make sure the gate's closed.
I
know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So then I checked and everything was shuttered properly for the winter. I go back to walking and the breeze came. It went down through the front and aerated my eaves. And I had to check again.
Now were you going commando?
No.
Then what?
No. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist.
You're not a seismologist.
I don't know how this stuff works. All I know is that I was checking myself way more times than is recommended by HR in the parking lot.
Mike, can you come to my office, please?
So not only is a belt important for comfort, it's important for me maintaining employment. That could have gone really bad. And I got mad at you. I got mad at you when I finally got into the building and Jack Frost quit fondling my nuts. When that stopped happening and I was in the building, I was angry with you because I bet Darin's never had that problem.
No.
I bet he just walks around all the time.
Yep.
Doesn't care if his drawers drop or what happens. Doesn't have wind blowing through the eaves. Doesn't care. Just does whatever. And then I thought, oh no, he doesn't. He just gets in his jammy pants. He goes down and he sits in front of his computer. And then, he has to drive somewhere. Where's he got to drive? He got to drive over to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Or to Kroger.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know where my belt is.
We have multiple belts in case I lose one.
I don't understand the whole my pants fall down. Do you not buy pants that fit you?
No.
What? Then
they don't fit that way.
What do you mean they don't fit that way?
How? I don't get it.
This isn't rocket science. You buy a pair of pants that fit, and then you put them on, you button them, and you zip them, and then you walk around your day.
I don't think I'm in the minority of people when I say I require
I don't think you're in the minority of anything. But no, my pants do not fall down. And I don't wear a belt, and I certainly don't wear a belt with shorts.
The point of the story is I spent way too much time pissed at you this morning, and you
for no
reason, nothing. But I'll tell you this: that's what caused me to remember to write down.
Okay,
because I thought I'm not forgetting this.
Right,
I'm going to talk to this man about this today.
I'm pissed at you because I didn't wear a belt.
That's right.
Okay. This is the start of what's going to happen when you and I are in the same home.
That's
right.
Yeah. I'm going to be out there.
I want my belt.
You're going to think it's funny to steal my belt. Old man Odell's belt. You went down there. You send one of your
5 years older than you.
Send one of your grandkids or get in there and get Michael's belt, and they'll steal the wrong belt.
They'll unplug your machine. Is this his belt?
That would be the best way to go right there. Is have your grandkids it up and accidentally kill me in the home. That would be.
And then your tombstone. Here lies Mike Odell. He's wearing a belt. Damn it.
I am seriously considering putting it into the will that someone has to put a fart box in my coffin and push the button every few minutes during the.
Did you pay for that? Go ahead and put that anywhere.
Or a duck quack. That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's time now for the Kroger story of the week.
So, Mike.
Yes.
Before the party.
Yes.
Cameron and I, we went to Kroger to buy some ice so that we could have icy cold drinks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm getting
frosty beverages.
I'm getting a couple of 20-pound bags of ice at Kroger. And I've never really thought about it. I've always been one of the ice is ice. Yeah. Okay. You buy the ice, you put your stuff on it, it gets cold. Boom. Yeah. Bob's your uncle. Yeah. You go home.
Yeah.
So there was this giant sign on the ice maker, on the ice machine, the thing that holds the ice, the freezer, as it were, at Kroger. And I'm going to read this. It says, "Why our ice is better!" Exclamation point.
Okay.
"We have the most extensive water filtration system available to provide you with absolute pure ice."
Okay.
So their ice is pure.
Yeah, they have a Brita filter.
Yeah, it's softened.
What?
And when they soften their ice, it removes calcium and iron. Okay. It's purified, Mike, by double carbon filters and a reverse osmosis filtration system.
Yeah, a Brita filter.
Bill Nye, the science guy or something? Yeah. It's treated with ultraviolet light to eliminate any bacteria. And it's lab tested to ensure purity, quality, and your confidence.
Yes, science.
Who farted? It's ice.
It's ice. It's ice.
Now, it's like from now on, whenever I go to buy a bag of ice, I'm going to ask these 4 questions. Is it softened? Is it purified? Is it treated? And most importantly, has it been lab tested?
I don't want softened ice.
You're telling me, I'm calling, I don't think they lab tested They're ice.
They don't have a lab.
And what kind of lab is it?
And what test did you run on it? Is it cold? Do you have a thermometer and you just have a guy come over with a lab coat and say, "Yep, that's ice."
You've got mice running around there eating the ice, making sure that they don't grow another tail.
Tiny mouse cups with some ice shavings in them.
My question is, what the hell?
And Bob the mouse says, "Hey, they cold."
But here's the thing. It's just like, is the ice company, are they hurting? Do they have to run a campaign? Guys, we got to figure out a way to sell our ice more than those other ice.
Yeah, ice is a thing you just accidentally have anyway. I think that's how the market started. Is like, we got all this ice over here. Well, put it in bags and put it out there. Somebody will buy it, you know?
But I mean, it's ice.
Ice, baby.
It's ice.
What's don't understand.
No person buying ice gives the first amount of it about any of those
any
points.
Of those things. No.
Because the main question that people have when they buy ice is no, do we have enough? How many bags do we need?
Yes.
Do we need the big bag or the little bag? If you want to sell more ice, help people out with that. Just have pictures of crowds, and you point to the crowd, and it should say equals X numbers of what size ice.
Yes.
That's all. If you do that, you are going to outsell all the other weirdo ice people. Our ice comes from blue water, you know.
Ice, baby.
And then the counter thing was like, oh, water's not really blue, so what's in the blue water, people?
Yeah, that's right.
This has been the Kroger Story of the Week.
I'm not sure how much of this story I can tell, but my mom called me up and she said that she has a hawk in her backyard. And this hawk keeps flying over the house. And she has a little dog, and so she's worried about the hawk. And we think that it's the hawk that has been killing bunny rabbits in her backyard. Okay. Because for a while, Mom couldn't let her dog out because her dog kept going and digging up the hole where the baby bunnies are, where the puppy bunnies are in the yard. And I went over one day and I found 2 dead bunnies and I had to throw those away. Then I went over 2 or 3 weeks later and I found another dead bunny. So I don't know if it's the hawk or if it's something else.
Plague.
Anyway, well, this is gross. One rabbit was missing its head. So I don't think a plague causes your head to just disappear, right?
I mean, not the more common plagues.
Right. So Mom was asking me if I can help her and do anything about the hawk, and I said, Mom, I don't think I can.
You're not an aviologist?
Aviationist.
Yeah,
not an aviatory.
Philanthropist.
I'm not a philanthropist, and I definitely know nothing about pseudonyms.
And you're not fluorescent either.
No, I am not. And so, but I told her, I said, I don't think we can do anything about the hawk.
I mean, they're protected, aren't they?
They are. So, well, they're also protected.
Yeah.
So they're very protective.
Now you can capture them if you go to a high point, say a mountain, with a cello,
like
Stringfellow Hawk, and play. Then the hawk will start a lazy circle,
and
then eventually land onto a attack helicopter, and then you subdue them.
We're getting off track.
Wow.
I went on the Google and I was looking to see what we could do about this hawk, and I typed in the words, "Is it illegal?" Now, sometimes when you go on Google, this is fun. You type 3 words, and then it will auto-finish your sentence.
Yeah.
So I wrote, "Is it illegal?" And the first thing that popped up on Google is it illegal to talk to dolphins?
Yes.
I'm not kidding. The first thing Google thought that Darin Cox wanted to know is it illegal for me to talk to dolphins?
Yeah.
And this quote piqued my attention, unquote. So I went on and I started reading, and it turns out that in the United States, it is not specifically illegal to merely talk to a wild dolphin, but the act of communicating often crosses the line into harassment, which is strictly prohibited by the Marine Mammal Protection Act. That's the MMPA. Now, Here is what the law means for you in practice. The law on harassment. Under federal law, it is illegal to harass, hunt, capture, or kill any wild marine mammal. Harassment is defined as any act that has the potential to disturb or disrupt the animal's natural behavioral patterns, including feeding, breeding, resting, or migrating. I'm looking up ways to get rid of
That's only
hawk.
if the dolphin is too stupid, like he just listens to you, then you're interrupting.
So here is the catch-22 of talking. To verbally communicate with a dolphin, you would need to be close enough to the animal. Now, Mike, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, this is the NOAA. I wonder if they're in cahoots with the MPAA.
Yeah.
Or the MMPA.
Okay.
This dictates that attempting to elicit a reaction from a wild dolphin or approaching them in a way that alters their behavior violates the MMPA. So they're telling me don't go close enough to this dolphin that's going to alter their behavior.
Well, if they see you, they're going to react immediately, right?
Also, I mean, do these people realize that I'm in Ohio?
Yeah.
There are no dolphins in Ohio.
If you do see a dolphin in Ohio.
Right. Call the cops.
Yeah.
Recommended distance. To ensure you aren't disturbing them, you are required to observe dolphins from a distance of at least 50 yards.
Good Lord.
And here's the penalties, Mike.
Okay.
Violating the Marine Mammal Protection Act, MMPA. That can result in severe consequences. Unintentional violations can yield heavy civil fines, while intentional or criminal violations can result in up to a year in prison and fines exceeding $100,000.
So criminally,
this is for talking to a dolphin.
So unintentionally annoying the dolphin. You didn't mean to annoy him.
Oh,
but
I
if
didn't
you
mean to annoy him.
intentionally annoy the dolphin,
right.
then you're going in the pokey.
The cops are like, hey, stop intentionally violating this dolphin's
right to not hear your stupid ass.
Don't alter that behavior. Yeah. And if you want to admire dolphins responsibly and avoid... I wish I was making this up.
I would like to admire dolphins responsibly.
If you want to admire dolphins responsibly and avoid legal trouble, you should always protect wild dolphins by admiring them from a distance. Thank you.
Okay.
Good God. This is the first thing that popped up when I said, is it illegal? So apparently more than one person has asked Google, is it illegal to talk to dolphins?
Wow. Our Google lady transitioned.
Oh,
it's a dude now.
Oh.
Just randomly.
Transitioned?
Yeah.
To a dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bess's car. Because she talks. She forgot how. She just doesn't type anymore.
Hello.
She just doesn't type anymore. She doesn't bring up the screen, the little keyboard like a person and type like people do. She just talks to it like she's Captain Kirk constantly. So we're driving and she'll say, "Okay, Google, navigate to Botswana," or wherever we're driving. And it was always
long way.
It was always the
Botswana.
Google lady. He's like, "Botswana is, and it's all female, ladylike."
Yeah.
Just one day randomly, Bess said, "Navigate to the Tasty Freeze." It's like, "All right, Bess, we're heading over to the Tasty Freeze.
So
get ourselves a chili dog."
Sam Elliott.
It's just, I was like, "What the hell did you do?" And she said, "I don't know. He just turned into a dude. Just over a weekend, it updated. I don't know who authorized that. I don't know why it happened.
Yeah.
But then when I got my car, my Google is a guy.
Yeah.
And I was so used to the Google lady.
Yeah.
And now we have the Google Nest, the little speaker up there, like your Alexa.
Yeah.
It's a dude.
Yeah.
It's just a dude in our house. "Hey there, kids. You want to hear about Taffy?" I know.
Smoking.
Yeah. Des Moines, Iowa.
I used to smoke 20 packs of cigarettes
Yeah,
a day.
home of the chupacabra. It just throws out.
My Alexa used to be a woman It sounded like your neighbor,
Yeah.
right? You go ask Joanne if you can borrow a cup of cooking oil because we're making brownies and we ran out of cooking oil.
Of course you can.
Well, no. Joanne's like,
Joanne.
yeah, yes, you can, and I'm happy to loan it to you. Thank you. Well, Alexa's voice changed, so no longer does it sound like Joanne. It sounds like Joanne's 20-year-old hot daughter, who's annoying AF, as the kids say, and she's like, "Let me tell you more about cooking oil. Would you like to know how cooking oil was created?"
Lord Almighty.
No, I don't want to know more. I just want you to answer the one question. What's the most popular brand of cooking oil? The most popular brand is Wesson. Would you like to know when Wesson was found? Wesson was found in 1847 by Mark Wesson. I don't want to know any of that.
I want to change it to a Scottish accent. I want it to, when I ask a question, I want to say, what the do you want to know that for? I want to be able to understand 20% of what comes out of it and just laugh my balls off all the way to work. I've had conversations with the Google dude. It's AIs in there too. You can have full conversations. I had a full conversation.
Are you serious?
Oh, I am dead serious.
You can have a full conversation.
You can have a full conversation with it because you know what I'm going through right now. I had a full conversation.
I do
for about 20 minutes with the Google dude. He gave me legal advice. What you want to do is set up a trust. Go on down there. It's on Fifth Avenue, next to the Tasty Freeze.
Don't let them tell you no. Don't you sign. By God, they're trying to scam your ass.
We need to trash the other episode.
Why the would you want to do that?
Yeah, I want a Scottish dude on crack, like the Brad Pitt's character in Snatch, where they have subtitles just for him. You know what I'm talking about?
You can't understand a thing.
No, yeah, I want that.
You can't understand one
what
thing.
The you want the chips for? You ain't got the fish in there. Yeah. Or the Swedish Chef. Hurdy flirty. Hurdy tasty freeze. Get it, chili dog. Or Waldorf, Statler or Waldorf. He wants to go down to Tasty Freeze. We're going to get on Charlie Chili Dog.
What time does this show start? It's already started. What time's it over?
Look at Eeyore navigate to the AMC. Okay.
Well, it's not like anybody wants to watch my movie anyway.
Well, you're in there.
Can't say that. Can't say that.
It's not me, it's Eeyore.
Oh, well, yeah. Might as well just.
Or the Charlie Brown teacher.
Oh no, that would be great. Alexa, what time does AMC open?
If you're going to make our Google lady transition, at least give us a choice. You know, that isn't that what you want? Choice.
I can't believe they gave you Sam Elliott. That's amazing.
It came out of nowhere. Scared the out of me. You've been hearing basically Nicole Kidman come out of your Google Nest for years, and all of a sudden he comes on.
Yeah,
oh, like a pint. Give me a beer. Hold the attitude, bitch.
Gave you legal advice. Why don't you start wearing them short shorts again? Hey, that's my wife.
It's a form.
That's my wife. Don't you sign.
It's a Form 509. Get your sissy ass down there to the Tasty Freeze and sign the documents.
Is there even a Tasty Freeze around here?
That's where the lawyers are.
Oh, they're at the Tasty Freeze.
It's a Tasty Freeze, sucking down chili dogs.
Got his hands between her knees.
You got to pay the bill somehow.
Well, yeah, you got to, yeah.
Yes.
Time now for the Waffle House Story of the Week.
I have been chomping at the bit for 2 days to tell this story because Libby, Cameron, and I, we were to a orientation at the University of Cincinnati. On the way home, we are starving to death, and we're going to go eat somewhere. Where do you want to eat? Where do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to eat? I don't know. Wherever you want to eat. Any place is fine with me. Any place is fine with me. I finally said, let's go to Waffle House because it's close. Never had a bad meal at the Waffle House. And I was really craving Waffle House. So we pull into the Waffle House, and our initial thought was, are they open? because there's only one other car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I have never been in a Waffle House where we didn't have to wait at least a few minutes to get a booth. Usually they're always packed, and they're packed because they have 12 tables. So it gives the impression that they're doing a steady business.
Yeah.
So we get in there, and we're the only ones there, and there's only one guy there, and he looks at us and he says, "Welcome to Waffle House."
Oh,
I said, okay. And we're the only ones there. And we sit down, and he's like, "Do you know what you want?" Well, I'm going to look here real quick. I do know I want some ice water. Libby ordered her drink. Cameron ordered a chocolate milk.
Okay.
It is, and I'm trying not to exaggerate here, but it's probably close to 90 degrees inside said Waffle House. It is hot. And Libby's like, "It is really hot in here," which is what you say when it's hot. And the guy's like, "Yeah, well, I don't really notice because I'm always, they're cooking." And we're like, "Okay, all right, well, that's a good point." But he knows that we think it's hot.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do anything. He takes our order, and then he goes over and he's doing the cooking. So there's one guy running the Waffle House. And we're like, what's going to happen if business picks up? This is going to be, quote, interesting, unquote.
Yeah.
So we're there, and he brings us our food. It's still hot.
Yeah.
Like really, really hot. And Libby's like, "I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this. We need to eat and then go." Finally, a second employee of the Waffle House comes in through one of the side doors there at the back, and he said, "You know why it's so hot? Somebody turned on the heat." And we're like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. Columbo.
Then he starts complaining about the lady who runs the place. And he says, "If she's cold, she makes sure that everybody is hot. And it's not about her. It's not about her comfort. It should be about her customers. Because if your customers are too hot, you need to turn on the air. You don't turn on the heat. You turn on the air conditioning."
Yeah.
Now, I know that in the summer, if you're sitting next to the window, you're going to get hot because of the sunlight. Now, it's in the winter, and you're sitting next to the window, you're going to be cold because the glass is cold.
Yeah.
And that in the winter is when you need to turn on the heat. It's summertime.
Okay.
Now we need to not turn on the heat. We need to turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah.
But if she's cold, then she makes sure that everybody is hot.
It's nice
And he goes on.
It's nice to know that the Waffle House has a continuing education program.
He goes,
HVAC.
He goes on.
Yeah.
On
That's
and on. And it's safe to say that he talked to us the remainder of our visit at we finished our meal, and he was still talking.
It sounds like he should be on the show.
Yeah. A lady came in, so now we have two customers, four of us, Libby, Cameron, and I, and then this lady. And he starts talking to the lady, and he's telling her the same thing. If you're hot, you turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah.
If you're cold, then you turn on the heat. But the lady who runs the place is a stuffy, old woman.
Okay. Yeah.
She's a stuffy, old woman who, when she's hot, she makes sure everybody else is cold. And if she's cold, she makes sure that everybody else is hot. And it's not about her, it's about the customer. And the other guy who took our order was just standing there. And then dude says, "You know what I'm going to do? One of these days, I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to drive south and I'm going to get me an ice scraper. And I'm going to ask somebody, do you know what this is? And if they say no, I'm going to throw it away and I'm going to say, I'm home."
That's a solid plan.
And then I'm going to get a one-room apartment and find the nearest fishing hole. So then the lady that strikes interest in her, she's like, "You know what? There's a lot of people who go fishing down the street from where I live, but I don't know if you can go fishing there. If you live there, you can go fishing. You can go fishing pert near everywhere you go, but you got to watch out because and I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to miss any of this.
Yeah.
So I went and I used the bathroom as fast as I possibly could.
Yeah.
And when I came back to the table, geese are mean. Them geese, you don't go up near the geese because they will bite you. You don't, because if a geese gets too hot or too cold, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the lady says something about her golden doodle something terrier likes to chase the geese, and I had this look on my eyes like, oh, for sake. And Cameron about lost it, and we're trying not to laugh because he's standing right next to our table. He's like, I could reach over.
You
I could
became
reach
the
over.
entertainment
I
for
could
him.
reach over
Yeah.
and touch him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to just lose everything I have. And then Cameron's like biting his tongue.
That's awesome.
I'm like, well, listen, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you're not too hot when you get out of here or too cold.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But I got in the car and I started her up and had the air conditioning going. And then I reached up for my phone. Libby's like, what are you doing? I'm putting this on the rundown right now. And then I texted you.
Yeah.
I said, because I don't know if you remember the story you told about Giant Eagle
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the birthday cake.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
It's the same caliber.
It's the same caliber of story. But boy, we got more than just a meal at the Waffle House that time.
So another thing that I have
What's that, Mike?
that I enjoy is this watch. You see this watch?
I
on
do.
me? Okay.
Audio podcast.
Audio podcast. It's a Samsung Galaxy 6 watch. Okay.
So
And
much
it's-
better than the 5.
Right. And it connects to my phone, which is also a Samsung Galaxy, right?
Okay.
They talk to each other. And one of the fun things about that, it's kind of like weirdos that have the Apple Watch and the iPhone, right? They talk to one to another.
Right.
So I have this thing, and a fun thing that it does is it alerts you when you have a text. Okay? And it will show previews of a photo if you get a text. A preview of the photo will appear upon your wrist.
A preview of the photo of the text.
No.
What is that?
If you text me a picture, picture will pop right up on that puppy.
On
my
your
wristwatch.
On your wristwatch.
Like it's Star Trek up in this mother.
The hell?
So this has a
my
point.
dad would spin in his grave if he knew what was going on right now.
So I had a moment when I was at work. In a meeting.
Okay.
With people.
Oh, God.
And I had my arm resting on the table. Right? Like this. That's a pretty big watch face right there. You see?
That is.
You could see a lot of stuff in a picture if you looked at a picture on that, right?
Has somebody sent you a picture of Elizabeth Montgomery?
As I was in this meeting, Jim Boyce was doing some work on Mondays, right? It's a like a bar grill thing in the Morgantowns. And he ripped apart part of the wall and pulled out some nudie mags.
Oh, no.
That had been stationed there. And he sent as proof to the text group, to me and Bess and her sister Laura, about 5 to 6 sets of...
Okay.
Right? I'm at work.
Look what I found.
I'm at work. My arm is out on the table. I'm in a meeting with other people. I casually looked down because my watch buzzed. And I saw 5 sets of staring at me.
Yeah.
Right out in the open. How do you do?
Hello.
What up?
Hello.
I was in mixed company. I was with people who would not appreciate that being seen at a work setting on my wrist.
I don't think so.
And there 'twas. And I very quickly pulled my arm back.
But he sent it to Bess and Laura.
Yeah,
too.
all of us.
Look
He
what
just he woofed
honk
in the middle of the day.
How long have they been in there?
I don't know. They were in the wall. They were like spackled in there. So they could have been there they looked like, from the state of some of the women's grooming techniques, I would say they've been in there.
Oh, God, since the 70s.
70s. It's but I'd like to put a plea out to Samsung. I mean, I love the preview.
That's why technology is going farther than it needs to go.
I know AI is a thing. Can you make a little slider in there to where I can make an option if someone sends me, I can not have those pop up
can you turn
immediately?
Can you turn the option off of receiving photos, period?
What it does is it buzzes, and then I do this. You see how the face comes up? And it pops up and says, from Jim Boyce. Then...
Why would Jim Boyce?
Yeah. Yeah, randomly Jim will send me stuff. That's the first time he's ever sent me that. Yeah, the timing was impeccable.
What'd they say it were?
Nobody saw it.
Oh, thank God.
And I know nobody saw it because there wasn't a sudden, what's on your arm?
You know, Mike, you really shouldn't have told me that your phone does that. Because
am I going to get
tomorrow I'm going to send you a picture of a turtle a basketball. I told you what I did to Chris Michael's lunchbox, his mailbox. You should not have told me that your phone does that. Oh my God, I'm going to be texting you.
I'm going to see if I can show you the picture that he sent me.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
There you go.
Oh my God.
She looks very pleased with hers.
She does.
No turtles in there.
No turtles, no basketballs.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was in the outer wall there. Yeah.
That reminds me, while I was in Chicago, I discovered something. I've been up there 3 or 4 times since I've started the job that I have. I didn't realize that Chicago has a pedway.
What?
Pedway.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like an underground, like underground sidewalks.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I went a totally different direction.
Yeah.
They call it take the pedway.
Very careful with the transcript on this one.
That's what it's called.
You know.
So I was exploring.
Was it all different colors and sizes?
I was exploring one night after work, and I'm trying to find this hot dog place because I've had authentic Chicago pizza. Not the time before, but whatever.
Yeah.
I had this deep dish Chicago pizza.
Yeah.
That one piece that knocked you on your ass.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I want to get like a real Chicago hot dog. And someone told me there's a place called Portillo's. I couldn't find one of those close.
Yeah.
But I did find another hot dog place that I can't remember the name of. So I'm on my GPS and I'm walking down the street and I'm trying to find this hot dog place. And it's like, okay, you go down here and then you take a right on Washington, then you take a left on Michigan and something. Walking, it says 200 feet, you're 100 feet, you're 50 feet away, you're 0 feet away.
Yeah.
50 feet away.
Yeah, back
you're
up.
100 feet away. I'm like, what the hell? And so I am the typical tourist standing there with my phone in my hand going,
Did you look up? I've done that before. Maybe it's floating.
I had
It's right above that.
I had tourist please rob me written all over me, and I'm just spinning around in circles, and I can't find this hot dog place, and I gave up. And I went and I ate. I found something else to eat, and the next day I'm at the office and I'm telling people about that, and they said, "Well, did you take the sidewalk or were you on the pedway?" I said, "What?" I was probably
Be very careful how you answer that question.
I was probably standing right on top of it.
Yeah.
Because it says you've arrived. I'm like, no, I haven't.
Oh,
there's no.
yeah.
I've seen hot dog places before. This is a giant, a skyscraper. They sell a lot of hot dogs in there.
I feel like if you're on the way, you know when you have arrived.
Not way.
It's
the ped way.
Way is a whole different animal.
Oh,
you want to be careful there.
It's horribly mistaken.
I was like, what?
Way doesn't open until about midnight on Friday nights.
What is going on here?
I don't know. We're flying really close to the sun.
Warning, this portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome contains sensitive material and is for mature audiences only.
We don't have to steer Huggas I'm trying to come up with new ways.
Mount
that I
Huggy
can.
Who.
Mount Huggy Man's to it. Huggy Man's already here. He's in the car. He's with us on this journey.
He is, yes. He is riding along shotgun.
As is the Durbin.
As is retired. Sorry. Sorry.
What the hell did you just say?
So sorry.
Hey, what happened?
Let me apologize again. Retired Papa. Sorry.
I would love if that's the one that gets us canceled. Look,
so
we're
sorry.
dropping. We just dropped two people.
Sorry.
When you did
I'm
that.
so sorry.
That's something that I would do. That's something I would do. I'd be in the middle of a thing. Yeah, we went to Ringling Brothers and freak out. Well,
oh God, look at me.
12 count nuggets.
Oh, oh God.
At some point,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Here's the point. When I'm done with this, somebody will be looking for a clean podcast, and they'll be looking for something about Chick-fil-A. And they'll click on the episode where we talk about the nuggets. And then my work here is
that was one of our absolute greatest episodes. Oh boy. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
All right, we have to steer this thing back.
Keep going. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You threw the brakes on.
I'm sorry.
As it was coming, it was like skid marks. Was it hesitation? Like they, you know what I mean?
It's like playing back because I said it and then I said it again. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
My question is, what the hell?
Who would have thought that it would be you? The most controversial thing that's ever said on here would be you would have. How the hell do we only have that many followers?
Is that the most controversial thing we've ever said on the show?
No, I think there was one we actually had to. It's in their Patreon land, so Huggies and the rest of you, knock yourselves out. But we went on a full discussion about Nazis for about 15 minutes. Remember that?
No. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Something about a camp.
Let's not bring it back up because I don't remember it. I just don't.
We weren't we were not
praising.
No, we were
because we are not in support of the Nazis.
No. It was one of those. It was one of those where we go upstairs and like, should we?
We just lost our Nazi audience.
Yeah, should we? Yeah, there goes the National Socialist Party.
There goes the Nazis. That's the title. There go the Nazis.
You know what? With all the
talking about Brooks, what's your beef with the Nazis?
Oh my God! With all the going on, there's how we get on CNN, or we go global. Comedy duo Mike and Darin.
Oh.
The same night they called one of their most dedicated loyal fans, a quote. Well, I'm not going to say it on the air.
No, you're not.
Have a new episode called "There Go the Nazis."
There go the Nazis.
What the hell was that?
Oh. Oh, wait till you see the episode art for that one. What's this link to, ChatGPT?
We haven't even started the
links
show.
To you going to prison.
We haven't even started the damn show.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for listening to this special, and a huge thanks to all our listeners who have supported us over the past 6 years. We sincerely appreciate it. We'll see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
I'm going to go live.
Okay.
I don't want you to get scared.
Okay. You know, Mike Nesmith from the Monkees, he always wore that hat, and they called him Wool Hat for a long time after he had joined the band. So that's fascinating. Cutting that out.
if I remember right, now somebody's gonna fact check me. This is just coming off the poozy here. But
are we gonna get in trouble for telling that story?
I am not, because I told it not. I told you once. I've told you 1,000 times.
Boy, I'm in trouble.
This episode's gonna get us. We're so canceled.
I'm so in trouble when I get home.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping me out of it.
Well, I mean,
excuse me.
I had bless you.
3, 2, 1. Just cut all that out.
God,
we're losing viewers.
Ties. Feet times a Mayday. I've got nothing here lately. Just literally nothing up in the head.
I think it is that. And saturated colors are more comedic. It's science. They are.
It wouldn't. So I went back out and sounded like you put a wet beach towel on a tuba.
Did you send me a rundown? Huh?
Did you look at your email?
I liked that show back when it was spontaneous. Now you can just tell Mike's going to say, did you send me the rundown? And then the audience claps and yeah, he said the line. And then I'm going to be in my 80s when we're on our Glostomy tour. and somebody's going to be like, say it, Mike, say it. And then I'm going to say, all right, did you send the rundown? And yeah. Hey, I'm Cricket.
And I'm Tabs.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, how you ever...
Boop, 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 boop. 1, 2. Hey.
Look at the sky.
You know why?
I'm a little shines for you.
I'm a little saturated.
And all the things you do. I'm not saying they're dumb, but I'm not saying they're smart either.
Here's the deal.
Oh God, did I cross a line there? Sorry.
I don't even.
I'm gonna edit that out.
So, Bess accused me of sharding last night.
That's awesome.
And I did.
Okay. So she didn't accuse you. She just
called me out.
Called you out on it. Yeah.
And I just went to bed.
Just laid there in it.
Well, I did go to the bathroom and do as much as I could with a piece of toilet paper and a dream.
Thank
you. Is that the title? A piece of toilet paper and a dream. Sometimes when I slurp, I choke.
Good.
Yeah. Look at that, huh?
Nice.
Huh? Put that where you need to put it. That's what she said.
Did you ever open a package of hot dogs and that weird, greasy hot dog water is dribbling out? And you wonder, what's up with that? Why are hot dogs wet? Why are hot dogs wet? Maybe someone told me, but I forget. So why are hot dogs wet? Why can't they be dry? Did some hot dog guy decree from on high? Hot dogs just gotta be wet, don't ask why. Well, I'm still gonna try to find out why are hot dogs wet. Still no answer yet. Hey, I bet our friend the internet would know. Why are hot dogs wet? Why are hot dogs wet? I'll just type it into the search box here and we'll see what we get. Oh, it's returning a lot of results. Look at all this. Why are hot dogs wet? Articles, documents, press releases. Why are hot dogs wet? There's a wealth of information here. Let me start getting into it, see what I can learn. Why are hot dogs wet? Huh, interesting. I hadn't considered that. Oh, and here's a good point as well. Yeah, makes sense. Why are hot dogs wet? I've got to hand it to the processed meat industry. They've put some careful thought into this. Why are hot dogs wet? And you know, come to think of it, I bet a lot of this would also apply to kielbasa. Why are hot dogs wet? All right, well, I feel like I've gotten a good basic overview of the facts. I think my curiosity is satisfied for now, though I will need to do more research at some point. Go back and check the primary sources that are cited in all these articles and documents I was skimming. Why are hot dogs wet? Because, as we know, unfortunately you can't automatically trust information you get from the internet. Anything you read or watch might be a distortion, a mistake, a half-truth, deliberate misinformation or disinformation put out to advance a sinister agenda. And I'm not saying that what I was just reading about hot dogs was necessarily wrong. I'm just saying you have to do your due diligence, because bad information gets repeated and amplified, often by well-meaning but gullible people. Why are hot dogs wet? And now we've got AI scraping the web and regurgitating quote-unquote information with no capacity to judge whether or not it's valid. AI picks up lies and distortions and uncritically presents them as facts. It even adds more distortions and hallucinations. It's a mess, and it's getting worse. Why are hot dogs wet? You can't even trust what looks like a legitimate video, because now the deep fakes are so convincing and so widespread that you have to be skeptical of anything you watch. Why are hot dogs wet? I'd think that hot dogs would be fairly low on the list of things that criminals and fascists would want to lie about, but who knows? That may just be my own naivete talking. Why are hot dogs wet? And if you think, well then, I'll only trust what I see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears, okay, but we're at a point now technologically where you have to wonder, what if everything we perceive out in the world has been manipulated through cyber trickery that's somehow transmitted directly into our brains? If we're able to form that question, I don't think we can rule out the possibility that everything we think we perceive is an illusion. Why are hot dogs wet? Meanwhile, not only does the social fabric weaken, as we've already seen, but individually we're in danger of losing the core of our humanity. If we're not confident we exist in a tangible, objective world with reliable sensory input and facts, we can't believe in ourselves as coherent, rational beings. Why are hot dogs wet? Yes, it's deeply worrisome, but humans have always been grappling with versions of these questions. For thousands of years, philosophers have pondered, can we trust any so-called knowledge? Does the universe truly correspond to the information we get from our senses? How do we know that we know what we know? Even on a topic like, why are hot dogs wet? So what can we do? I don't know if there's anything ordinary people can do, except just keep going, with caution and skepticism, but also hope and kindness. Maybe eat a hot dog once in a while if you like hot dogs. Keep pushing on. And I don't know if it's heroism, but I think most people, most of the time, do want to persist, even if we don't really understand what we're up against. Because of love, maybe also stubbornness or habit, even curiosity, which once again gets us back to, why are hot dogs? Uh-oh. I was on the G chord so long that my hand cramped up and I couldn't make the D chord. TMI, I guess, right? Though if you're not even sure that's authentic information, how can you judge what's too much? Okay, you know what? I think we've had enough of this. Let's finish it up and get on with our confused lives. Why are hot dogs wet?
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell Darin Cox production, and don't you forget it.